And welcome back to another emergency meeting post-Carlton game. This is where you get all your fan reactions. Oh, well, a cast that I assemble. Carlton played Hawthorn tonight, 13-7, 85 to 9-7, 61. Probably pretty much the same thing that we've seen throughout the whole end of the season, I guess. It's pretty, Hawthorn just had it at arm's length the whole game. They just knew second gear, geared down in the last quarter again, like all teams do against us, and we have a respectable margin, as they would say. Doherty's last game for the club, he sees us out. Got chaired off by Kate Simpson, shades of Bryce Gibbs again. And Wiedering got chaired off as well. Thought he wasn't going to get chaired off, but he did. He kicked his goal, kicked 1 goal, 2, had 16 in his last game. Had his little salute, had his moment with the fans that were there that turned up, which saw 50,000 people there tonight. And it wasn't too somber after the game. I didn't think it was. It was pretty meek performance by us again against Hawthorn. So I guess we'll get this underway. Let's do it again. Let's get another couple of hours under our belt and end the night. Bring in Bo. How are you? Zachary, Rocco, and we've got Snapper. Now, Snapper.
Yes. Hello.
That's
good.
We think it's Snapper.
It is Snapper. We need to turn the cam horizontal if you can. Or are you in the car?
I'm in the car.
It's on one of those you can hold it, isn't it?
The mouse.
How are we, guys? Bo, well done with another stream. You look to be doing. Zach, how are we? We'll get you. How'd you go? Did you go to the game or did you stay home? What did you do?
Nah, didn't go to this one, but what I saw was a game where the scoreline just completely flattered us. I mean, like you said, it was a respectable margin, but I felt like even when they were leading by a lot, it still felt like it flattered us. Like even when it was like 35-7 or whatever it was at one point, I still felt like it flattered us. And for me, it wasn't how many goals we were conceding; it was the type of goals. The amount of times it was missed tackles or, a shit kick exiting D50 for us and they'd kick a goal. Like it was just the type of goals that we were conceding. Horrible. But again, nothing we haven't seen. Nothing surprising at all.
Pretty much the same we've seen all year.
Yeah.
Kicking goals were back as well. It was funny. That one went from end to end in about 3.5 kicks. And then,
Jarman Impey had 100 touches, that bloke. He was everywhere.
It felt like he did. I think he only ended up with about 25 or something like that. But he had an influence on the game. He took hold.
The kicks he was making.
Yeah, he's a good player.
D'Ambrosio too.
Yeah, I thought he played very well.
Barras.
Like, how many intercept marks did that bloke have?
Barras ate us up, man.
But even his kicking inside 50, he's a horrible kick. Even his kicking inside 50 was all right.
Rocco, what was your early?
Well, we were all there together, weren't we? We were just there, and I'm actually last few games. I'm actually kind of enjoying myself. I've been sitting there and having a bit of a laugh, and I've been kind of calling out play by play, and we sat so high up tonight. We were higher than the camera that floats around, right?
The spider cam.
The spider, we were higher than the spider, and you could see exactly what they were doing, and it actually looked worse than what I thought, man, by looking at it that high. Yeah.
This one, I like this comment from John. Well, that's what you get when you play kids who are inexperienced against seasoned pros. Well, that's what we're going to get.
I feel like our veterans didn't really help the kids out either. So,
I disagree.
They haven't all year.
I disagree. It wasn't because of that. Hawthorn absolutely smashed us. Man, that was not a 24. That was not a 24-point loss. That was
no way.
And we were like, when a cat plays with a mouse and they just hold the tail.
They knew what they were doing
a little bit, and that's what that felt like. They absolutely every time they went forward, mate. Every time they switched, mate. They did it with like such accuracy.
There was one time they switched 3 times. Fuck, we needed a European after it. Fucking hell, mate.
They just kept playing with us. So,
Snapper.
Yo.
How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
I know you
Really?
went to the game.
I was there, yes.
Did you cry after the game, or
No, we left a tad early. We left at about the 25th minute mark.
Oh, you didn't clap him off.
No, I've got work. Got early start, mate. So
Fair enough. Got to pay the bills somehow. They don't pay the bills for you.
no, that's right. But no, it was. I mean, when he kicked that goal, there may have been a little tear. We've probably been harsh on him the last few weeks, or the last month or two, but that's obviously that's what footy's all about. If you're not performing, you're going to get criticised and whatnot, but you can't fault the bloke what he's done at the football club and what he's been through. So credit to him. But tonight, look, I mean, as Rocco said, 24 points, if someone looked at that, they probably think, well, geez, Carlton put up a fight, but really Hawthorn they got out to the lead they wanted to, and they just took it easy from there. So end of the day, there's positives, but it's still a loss. And as I've said to my mates, you can win all the stats you fucking want, but the scoreboard is all that matters. And we lost by 24 points. Simple as that. So,
Sorry, you said there were positives. I want to know what those positives were tonight.
No, well, just more so the kids, Rocco. More so the kids. So what I loved? Cooper Lord came on as the sub and played really well. And I just sort of think, you know what? He's had that position done before where he's the sub, comes on, plays well, and I thought he's gone past it, but clearly Akers is apparently ahead of Cooper Lord. Don't ask me how, but anyways, but the kid's done well tonight, and Harry O'Farrell took quite a few nice grabs and whatnot. Ollie Holland's taking the game on. Will White, a few. There's a few. The positives there with the young kids is that they're actually they're performing really well, and that there's signs there that the future is bright in terms of the kids. The negatives are our senior players, Mackay, Curnow, TDK, Chera, Hewitt, just went missing. Especially Hewitt just went missing and only bobbed up late on in the game. Chera missing. I mean, Akers can't lay a tackle. I mean, seriously, if you can't lay a tackle in AFL football, you shouldn't really be playing AFL football. TDK doesn't look interested. Curnow, Mackay, I mean, please, their minds are probably in Europe, or Curnow's mind is probably already at the Gold Coast. But for me, I look at that game tonight and I go, the kids played well, and that's all I give a shit about is seeing my boys, the young ones, do well. And I think next week against Freo, I think it's time to start blooding a few more kids and giving them a crack because, they're the ones that are going to hold us in good stead heading in the future. That's all I've got to really say about tonight's game.
I agree. I like this one. Said this will happen in the week. Game over at selection anyway, playing 4 talls.
Oh, yeah.
4 talls, enough said. Mate, the 4 talls with Pitane, TDK, Curnow and Mackay. In what world did he think that was ever going to work? In what world?
That was one of the worst performances I've seen from Harry and Charlie as a combined duo. One of the worst I've seen.
What was
the running into each other, where they were, even just where they were was really bizarre.
They always jump to the same spot.
I was thinking, surely there's a better way to do this. There has to be a better way to do this.
Barras and Sicily and Josh Battle in the air. Is that what the thinking was behind? I'm genuinely baffled that he selected.
Well, if that's the thinking, then we're not going to get it to him with good kicks anyway compared to what they were doing.
I couldn't believe
you're right. But you know what's interesting? We've been live for 9.5 minutes now. No one said one word really about Doc and Wiedering and the occasion because that's how irrelevant it was.
It is.
I think we'll get to that a bit later.
Well, of course. But I'm saying I feel like it's that irrelevant, and they played, in a way that was nothing different than what we've seen. It wasn't anything that we haven't seen before, so it wasn't really that much of a deal, which is sad.
Enzo puts
And
this
I
one.
just say at one stage, and I commented to Mars and that about this when we first, I don't think it was the first bounce, but because then Harry came on, and after one of their goals, I looked and there was $5 million worth of players in our forward line. 5 million, because you had TDK, you had Harry, and you had Kerno all up there, and that's about $5 million worth of players a year, and we had kicked 2 goals for a half of footy, was it? I think we only kicked 2 goals for a half. $5 million. I want you to get that in your
How
head.
many? How much?
$5 million.
The 5-time champion, Booker T.
$5 million, bro.
It's
Think about
embarrassing.
it.
It's embarrassing. Enzo,
Can I just say something before I go?
Go.
You look at Hawthorn, they open up their forward line. They open it, and when they kick to their forwards, like Calcadia and all that, they put it at the highest point for their forwards to run at it and clonk it with 2 hands. Our forwards don't do that. They're always wrestling, or but their forward line for Hawthorn, you just watch it, and it's so open. Where with us, it's always congested, and there's no one up there, and so you look at it and you go, that's a well-oiled machine and a well-drilled team. Hawthorn don't have big-name superstars, but they've got a coach who's coached them to play a game style that is probably good enough to win a flag, maybe not this year, but in the next couple of years. And that's something that when people go, oh, our list is overrated, and I say, well, maybe it is, or maybe if you just got a coach in there that can work a game style, you just never know what could happen. And I watched Hawthorn tonight, and they were just to overlap handballs, and when they go inside 50, their forwards are just leading from one end to the other, and it's just like targets are aplenty. But with our forward line, Kerno, Mackay, DeConning up for the one ball. Our small forwards are not in the front; they're at the back. It's like, why not be at the front? But anyways, that's what I got to say. So
the 2 other things about Hawthorn before maybe we get to Bocek. The other thing is the way they work hard to get to the ball when they're switching. And when I'm telling you where we were sitting, you could see it, and you could see the work rate for them just to get a handball, so they can get that overlap. And the other thing you said about them leading, they might have taken contested marks, but they still lead into a gap and then take the mark. Where we stand there,
did that a lot,
and it's kicked on our head. So it's a big difference, man. A big difference in the way they move the ball and the way we move the ball.
It's the way you set up, isn't it? The way your structures, the way everything's up the line as well. I mean, look, every time we try to get out of our back half, our back 50, there's no one to kick to. And why? Because of structures. You got 16, you got 20 players behind the ball. You had Motlop in the defensive 50 and Kerno in the defensive 50 at one point. It's like what case can you make for this bloke now? Like, what case?
No,
I don't know what case people can make for him. Like, he's inept. How the hell do you have Charlie? I think it was before halftime or something, where he marked at a nearly full back and then got on the end of it and kicked the goal. Like, but still, like, you don't want Charlie there. You want him up for, like, how many times you can't play like that? Are you going?
Paul says it all the time. Defeatist attitude. That's what it was.
Yeah. I got this one
for a while.
Enzo, what the hell has happened to our captain? How can he have such a sloppy year after breaking records to win a Brownlow the year before? What a massive fall from grace. I think it's just taken a toll on him now. Really taking a toll on him.
Yep.
He just can't do it anymore all by himself. He needs help. He needs help from his coaches, help from his senior men around him. How much can you carry? You know what I mean? And then you got this.
I reckon it's taken a toll on him.
And then this goes back to what we're saying. Nick, guys, have we seen the best of Charlie and Harry?
No, I don't think we've seen the best of them.
Are they going to be together anymore?
Well, we don't know.
That's the real question: are they going to be together? I've got a super chat here from Bean Purple and Green. I like it. As a neutral, that first quarter was a sad way to farewell a club legend like Doc. Coach didn't have a game plan and players didn't seem to be active. I like
Spot
it.
on.
What I
Spot
want to
on.
say to that, sorry, just to, before you all go in, is didn't he learn anything from the first time we versed Hawthorn in round 2? He didn't learn anything. They played exactly the same way. They set the same trap.
Players impacting, except
The
for the ones
same
that came in.
traps they set up. They still shadow marked.
Yes.
They played in between the lines, and we just fell into their trap again, where we kick it long up the line. That outnumber us 2 on 3 on 2, 3 on
Yes.
1. Barat, Sicily, and that was it. Did you not do any homework from round 2? They're not going to really change much.
They don't do homework week to week. What makes you think you're going to do that? It's just insane.
Mate, they need Kumon lessons, bro. They need Kumon. These blokes need Kumon.
Tutoring.
They need tutoring.
Hey, Mars.
Yeah.
We have got a listener from Singapore.
Fuck,
Oh,
keep
you are
Voss,
kidding
keep
me.
Reed, keep Lloyd, keep Williams, keep them all. Keep them all, they said.
How are you, Paolo?
How are ya?
Love you, Paul.
It's actually embarrassing. You can't mount a case for this bloke anymore and his coaching staff. You just can't.
You know what got me? What got me was the amount of times where the ball would be in a really what's the word? Like contested pocket, sort of on center wing, maybe a little bit back, and they'd handball their way out and they kick their way out. And then when we'd go there because they forced us to go there, we were horrible. They forced us into the pocket that they were comfortable in and then showed us what to do. And it happened multiple times, especially when the game was there to be won, which was just, it was incredible the amount of times you said that we just could not move the ball by hand or by foot. And aren't we supposed to be a, contested team, fights?
Teams do that. They
anticipate that kick.
They
take it. Yeah.
Make us do exactly what they want us to do.
Yes.
They leave that gap. They make sure we kick to that pocket. They make sure we go down the line. They do it and we fall for it. You know how many times, and again, sitting that high, I got to see a few things like sometimes you kind of miss. How many times they had that player. Like I remember Hollands at one stage for like a minute was screaming for the ball. And he just wouldn't take I can't remember who it was, but just wouldn't take the kick. Guess what? Kick it to the forward 50. They mark it, bang, and they're off again. And you're thinking, like, take the kick, bro, mate. So, I don't know, it's frustrating, man.
Mars, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. When you're it was O'Farrell. Sorry, I was eating. Sorry. When your coaching structures don't set up for it, when you've got no confidence, when your coaches don't instill confidence to go through the middle, or when the kick is there to ever look in. I mean, when are they going to take it? They're never going to take it. O'Farrell, he had ball in hand at that point. I felt sorry for him, but you got to take the kick. They're taught not to kick through there or not look there. How can you not look there as a footy player?
You know what got me for kicking? What got me was a passage, I think maybe the third or maybe the second quarter. Someone had it at fullback and there was no options except for Harry, who was at halfback and needed a guy right on his back. And he kicked to Harry. Harry didn't mark it.
You're deep in the pocket.
Deep in the pocket. Harry got a free kick.
And the kick before that was a chop of the arms from the Wizard on Harry Mackay. And then Mackay did the same kick.
Then he did the same kick to the same place.
I think it was to Chera or Hewitt, one of those players.
I remember it was basically because he took his 15 and then he went right back to the same place. I was thinking,
but is he just stupid as a football player, not as a person, or is that just game plan and that's what they've been taught that they have to do?
No, that put it this way. I haven't seen any opposition forwards leading. Like I've seen them on the wing, but at half back, really? Like I know we were deep in the pocket, but I've never seen that. And again, that's exactly what you were saying literally 30 seconds ago. They knew the kick we were going to take, and we just took it.
Yeah, they set the traps. They know. You know how many times they set a trap to get intercepted? It's just every week it happens. They're just looking at them like, same shit. You know what the funniest thing is? When we get a kick in, we go deep to the pocket, what's going to happen? We're just going to bomb it.
I know.
The same thing's been happening for 4, 5, 7 years. You just laugh now.
Like there was no logical reason why we were going to get up for this. There was I respect, there was no logical reason. If you look, there was no logical reason why why we were going to get up for this. You can't mount a case for us. There's no way. No way.
As Rocco says, milestone games are all bullshit.
Nah,
They all
come
mean
on,
nothing.
man. What a load of rubbish, man. It's just miles. If you need to get up for milestone, first of all, there's something wrong with you.
This year is spot on.
Second of all, they've proven over and over and over again, it means nothing. If you can't get up for Doherty, who's going to retire after everything, I mean, they never got up for Cripper.
Bo, what do you got to say? Sitting there in silence, even though you said something for 3 hours today.
Yeah.
I'll wait my turn. I've just had 3 hours to bloody give my thing, so I'm happy to wait. If this isn't, I mean, I said it during the week on an Instagram post. I said, if anyone thought that what we dished up last week was going to be what we dished up this week, and we beat Melbourne, this is good signs. Next week we'll come out and we'll do it for Doc and we'll do it for Wiedering. Let me say something. I said it on there. I said, you're fucking kidding yourself for starters, right? Secondly, we had a past player pass away. Where were the armbands for that, by the way? I have no idea.
Very good. Very good point, man.
We had a past player pass away. We had a retired legend of the club, right? Okay. Great servant to the club.
Absolutely.
We also had a player in a milestone 200 games, and that's what we dished up. Now I can excuse losing because, if you give it 100% and we lose, then that's fine. That was not 100%. That was a disgrace.
I think that is 100%.
Okay. Now I was just about to go on. I was just about to say, if that is our 100%, then we have big problems. But I have it this way, and I'm gonna leave after this for someone else to jump on because I've had more than enough time all night, right? But if this isn't a sign for the Fantasyland supporters that think we're still good and build and buy all our hype and everything else, if this isn't a sign for them to realize that we are not who you think we are, and this false positivity doesn't go down very well, okay, then I don't know what is. We are in trouble on the back end of the club, and we're in trouble on the field as well, okay? Changes are coming. We have no idea what those changes are, right? We don't know who's going. We don't know who's, staying. But this tonight was exactly what we were looking for. Can those kids do it at a higher level than what they did last week? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they had to come out and show it all again, because that's a high expectation and it's not very, fair. Okay. It's unreasonable for them to come out and then destroy the Hawks. I get that. Right. But we didn't see what we saw last week. A couple of them were very, very good. I'll agree with Snapper. Cooper Lord always comes on, and I think he shows something every time. Hoff was amazing. I thought he was good. Right. But other than, he played well. He played pretty good. I'll give it to him. The entire thing was just a fucking shambles. And Seba was right when he came in and he said that it was a belting. Okay. It may not have been a belting on the scoreboard, but like Mars said before, this is standard Carlton. We lost it in the first quarter. It was done. Okay. We're thinking about how much are we going to get done by? All right. And by the end of it, okay, it's 24 points. But were we ever in that game at all? No. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Right? And we're not going to be in against Freo. We have people that think we're going to beat Freo. We have people that think we're going to beat the Suns and Port. At this rate, and I'm fucking serious, at this rate, we could easily come out on the last game of the season and Essendon go, stuff it. Today's our grand final. And then they go and beat us as well.
Bottom four, here they come.
For me, right? I think more and more people are coming around now to see that this is a mid to low table team, and we have minimum 5 years before we see anything.
Hey, Bo,
when I say anything, I mean that, a flag. Yeah.
This game was absolutely lost in the first quarter when we needed to be in it, like to be half in it in the last half when it was 5 goals, 6 goals, and we kicked a couple and they kicked one. And Mate, this needed to be won in the first and second quarter, and they absolutely smashed us in that first half. It was bad. And look, it was lost in the selection too, man. And when you're bringing in those players, and they're bringing in all those tours, I still freak out that the $1.7 million ruckman starts in the forward line. I'm lost.
Tony Lockett.
He's a JOBBEO.
In the first bounce, our $1.7 million player is not that we're paying him that, but
yes, we are. We are.
The forward line,
our money's paying for him, but it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I got this one. Paul, I'm watching $100 million midfielders and wingers take the piss on the ball in practice matches at a high level of intensity. Then I watch George Stewart be our offensive outlet.
How's Paul living the life right now?
Any expected arm waves, Odegaard?
Being purple and green, how dramatic was the difference between Kalshadier's energy and TDK, Motlop, and Akers flopping around?
And I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to say one thing on that, right? The difference between the energy, right? That all stems from the back. That stems from inside the club. Okay. And I'm going to say it now. I just put it on my story. I used Alice Cooper poison, right? That's what it is. There is a poison at that club. We all know what it is. It needs to fuck off with the rest of them.
Like poison.
Yeah, tune and a half, right? But that poison needs to fuck off, right? Along with the cronies. And then we see what happens next season, because the rest of this season should literally be an experiment. Play more kids, right? Play around with your shit all tactics that you have, right?
I don't want it to play any more kids because they're getting they're being poisoned.
But they're being poisoned. I get it, right? But if you don't give them a run, what are you going to do? Wait until the next season? Then
who do you want to see?
Got a whole season of experimentation.
Isn't that an interesting thing, though?
I think the camper rallies definitely need to be played. You can't be bringing Akers in when you got a camper.
No, leave him. Let him.
I think you need to give him a face, Mars.
I don't want to see him. Leave him.
Because in an ideal world, we bring the kids in, right? But knowing the club that we are,
we are.
You're going to ruin them. But then again, do you want it's a I don't know what there's a word for it, but
playing for next year and that
you got no choice.
I think at least the camper rallies have to come in this year, and and I want to see Lemmy. I want to see him before he leaves.
Leave the apple turnover. Leave the turnover. Don't worry about it. Leave the turnover, king.
So Mars, can I ask you something then?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something then?
Yeah.
If you're being serious and you're saying just leave them, don't play the kids, blah blah blah.
Don't.
Right? Okay. So when is the right time to get them in then?
When the new coaches come in and the new coach comes in. Simple as that. New game plan. That's it. It's over.
Why are we playing Akers and TDK, Mars?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Play them till they're to the ground.
Yeah, we've got to prepare now.
They are. Don't worry. They are. They're preparing.
They're not when they bring Akers in. What? So bringing Akers in
about him.
But that's what they're doing.
Nah, fuck it. I don't want to see these kids, mate. Leave them. There's enough kids, mate. They're already getting damaged. Farrell sees the ball 60 times down back every week. Farrell sees the ball 60 times a week. The poor kid's going to be in half by the end of the year.
Well, you're still getting punished, man. And then they're watching a team getting punished while you bring Akers in and you're playing 4 balls.
But he's not gonna play Camperelli. If he was gonna play Camperelli, they would have played him
last week.
Like,
we've got to see him.
You're not saying Lemmy's done. You're not saying Lemmy. He had his chances. TDK's Lemmy in disguise.
Well,
Mars, I don't think there's any damage to play any kids right now, because what are you going to do to them? The kids know there's 5 weeks left or 4 weeks left. Who gives a shit? They know they're just out there for a run. So give them a run.
You want to give them a run? Okay.
Like, play fine. We're not going to play finals, so just put them out there. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? They know it's not damaging anything.
We're already up playing kids. We'll get if we play them all, we'll get belted by 150 points.
Mate, you can bring the whole senior side in there. We're still going to get belted.
As a fan, I've accepted that we're shit. I accepted that we were shit 2 years ago.
I have accepted him as well, but I don't want to see him in this team. They don't get any protection. Where's the protection?
No, they don't. But that's what I'm saying. If they just treat it now as just go out there, play some footy, have some fun, we're going to get fucked anyway. Who cares?
But they don't get protection from older men. The kids give protection to the older men, to the leaders. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, which is fair. That's true. That's true.
Fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not eating pasta. I'm eating a nice bowl of salad.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up, Snapper?
Go, Snapper, go. Sorry.
So a friend of mine, she sent me a photo tonight from the game. There was an article with Brisbane, and it said that the sacking of Voss was done to avoid a player revolt and a player walkout. Now, where there's smoke, there's fire, with especially with the likes of Charlie Curnow. And as much as the club and Graham Wright and all that are saying he's not going, it's not a story that has just been made up. So clearly there's issues there. DeConning doesn't just go to the new CEO and asks the question. So to me, it sounds like they're planning on keeping Voss and getting in new assistant coaches. Now, to me, doing that, it's a flip of the coin. It either lands on heads and it works, or it lands on tails and you're going to look like fools for keeping him. The best thing to do is start fresh, go out and get a new coach, new assistant coaches, get rid of Brad Lloyd and go, right, let's start fresh. Let's stop the player movement of players going here and wanting to go there, because it clearly seems to be the issue is Voss. Like I said, TDK asking the question, why the fuck are you asking the question of the future of the club? So that tells me if Voss was leaving, he'd be signing. But the fact that Voss seems to be staying, he's gone. Curnow, out of there. Walsh, to Geelong. They're not rumours. There's obviously smoke there, and it's about to light up a fire. Now, this club does need a shake-up in terms of breaking up the boys' club. I get that. But what if we can stop it from happening and just piss off the cancer, and that's Voss? Because it seems to me like he's arrogant. The way he speaks, it's all about him. It's all about him. It's all about him. And that doesn't work well in a football club. And it just seems to me that, these assistant coaches that we've got around him, they're as delusional as him. But I look at tonight, like you said, we played four tall players. We played a kid as a sub who's been playing fucking decent football the past month. You bring in Akers, who, let's be honest, played one decent VFL game and the rest was shit. You bring in Mackay, who's fucking useless. Like, what's the point? Like, if you want to save your coaching career, like, you can't do it anymore. It's done. This season, it's over. It's finished. Do yourself a favour. And like I've said, piss off, leave, go before you make things worse. But it just seems to me, no, it's not going to happen, but it seems to me that he is going to stay. That's what it looks like.
I disagree. I don't think there's any chance he'll stay. I think there's a 5% chance he'll stay, right?
You reckon?
Wright doesn't like him, man. He's not staying, man. I'm telling you now, we'll see. I could be wrong, but I don't believe he's staying, right? I believe he's staying around. He's not going to leave. He's not going to give up $1 million a year or 800,000 for next year by leaving, because if he leaves, that's exactly what's going to happen. So
but if they sack him, he gets paid, doesn't he? Or no?
Yeah, if they sack him, he gets paid. So he'll hang around until they sack him. He's not going to leave on his own accord. And I don't believe that they can possibly keep this bloke. They can't. Actually, if they don't do their due diligence and go around and actually start looking at other coaches and seeing what's out there, that would be an absolute disgrace if they didn't do that, because they should be doing that.
That's the problem, Rocco. That's what I'm trying to say. to have TDK not signing, we're Carlton. We can make up that 500K that he wants. We're Carlton. We're fucking. We're full. But you know what I mean? It's to ask Graham Wright what's the course the club is taking, and then you've got the rumor about Curnow that the club straight away shut down. And then I read an article that Voss was sacked from Brisbane because players were willing to leave because of him. It seems like it's happening at Carlton, that players want to leave. And if they don't get rid of him, well, mate, it's you know what I'm saying, Rocco. It just, why haven't they got rid of him already? There's 4 weeks to go now. What's the harm in tomorrow morning press conference at midday? We've terminated Michael Voss's contract.
By terminating his contract, let's say they want to terminate it at the end of the year, right? By terminating it now, what you're only gonna keep the fans happy. Like, by terminating him this week, what are you going to achieve?
No, you're not going to achieve anything. But why if they are getting rid of him, we're talking hypothetically, if they are getting rid of him, why delay the inevitable? Just do it.
There's no use getting rid of him now. Just wait till the end of the year.
I mean,
what are you going to do? You're going to bring like Hansen in.
No, but Rocco, but it's not just about that. The longer he stays there, the more it appeals to me that he is staying at the club.
I reckon it's just for damage limitations, to be honest.
I hope you're right, Marge. I hope you're right, mate. I really do.
Instead of doing it now, do it at the end of the season, part ways. Thanks, Michael Voss, for your 4-year tenure. And then it kind of just dwindles off instead of going into the last 4 rounds. And
that's what I think.
It's a muchness. If they do it now, who cares? If they do it at the end of the year, who cares? The writing's on the wall.
It's inevitable.
But is it whether they want to keep him to the end of the year and keep the media away? Who knows? And it's more on the players. If the players want to leave, let them go. If they don't want to be at Carlton, let them go. I'm sure the players know. I'm sure there's some players there that know that he isn't coaching next year.
That's my thing with Charlie. Like, he's contracted till 2029, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. For us, right? Gold Coast. If Gold Coast want him and he wants to go there,
mate, they'll give us the world, bro. They'll change the stadium name to Carlton. They'll change it to Icon Park, mate. They'll give us everything for him. Go.
That's exactly what my next lining is. I'd say, listen, all right, what are you going to give us? If I'm Carlton, I'd say, okay, what are you going to give us?
Bro, what did they give to Daniel Rioli? Like pick 6 and 23 or something, mate. The bloke's fucking. It's half scatter, mate. Like
you have to have you have to have an unemotional kind of mindset on this. You can't think too much with emotions, because realistically, we've got a bunch of guys at the club now who have taken us to a point, and in order to get to the next point, we've just got to bring new people in, because clearly staying with what we got hasn't worked. So we've got to bring new people in the right positions. That's the way it has to be, for me at least.
So what positions do we need?
Well, head coach, head of football.
No. On field. So if we get draft picks for TDK, Curnow, let's say Welsh goes as well, we get these draft picks.
Welsh not going nowhere.
But I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah.
The draft is shit. The draft is shit. So what people have been saying is get the picks and give them to clubs and get fucking ready-made players who are going to change it. But what position on the field? What are the three main positions that we need to fix? For me, it's midfield, centre half back,
small forward,
and we need a fucking midfielder in the middle that's like a Dacos.
Good luck getting Dacos, but like
no, like
when
a Dacos.
You mean like a point of difference, right?
A point of difference, a player
that would be Jagger Smith, ideally. In their minds.
Yeah, but you can't. He's just a kid. We're talking. You've got the picks. The draft is shit out. The draft for the next 2 years are terrible. So go and give the picks to players, to other clubs, and get their stars out of there, like what Hawthorn did with Barras and all that.
Can't Snapper, because they're thinking about getting Harry Dean and Walker. So you've got to be careful. We've got no first round draft pick.
How are you, Andy?
They're the boys.
Ah, yes.
All right.
So if
I'm going to
you get
introduce.
You're gonna throw yourself off level 2,
All
are
you're
you?
not going to have enough points.
I'm-
So
No,
Are
you're
I-
right, Rocco. You're right. I didn't think about that.
But it's
Are we-
a good mindset to have, Snapper, because if these players are going to go, we're going to need to have positions to bring in. So
Absolutely.
it's things I have to think about for sure.
But
Are
I
we
agree
ready
with you,
for our
Snapper. We do have
20-minute
to look
Morris
at bringing in some
commentary?
experience there.
Are we
Sorry.
ready? Are we ready for
Look.
the 20-minute Morris
yeah.
commentary? I
I'm
like this one.
relaxed. I'm ready to
I'm
go.
off. I'm off, guys.
How are
Have a
you?
good night.
Have a good one,
Mate,
Snapper.
Wait
Thanks,
up.
mate.
Ciao. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Time to go!
Oh, God. Never gets old.
How are we? How are we, boys? Thanks,
happening?
Snapper,
Good.
as well. Legend. Thank you.
All right. So,
Take it away.
firstly, Charlie's a bitch. All right.
Okay. Here we go.
Don't ever be fooled by anyone that tells you that he's not. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And talking about milestones, Rocco.
You can't just say, why is he a bitch?
Yeah,
Why?
let's get into it.
Because he's plastic fantastic.
Mr. Hollywood.
All right. And in regards to, I'm a little bit, not. I hope that Snapper would have stayed on because I wanted to rebuttal on some of his points. Not that he was completely wrong, but he didn't take in effect that the playing group are the main cancer. All right. They need to be split. And I've said this time and time again. You look at the good sides, like you look at a Collingwood, it's their senior leaders that bring on the young kids and make them look even better than what they are. All right? And it's like what someone was saying, like, have a look at my check, right? If you were to put him in our side, he'd be shit.
So how can you say that and then turn around and say the players are shit? My check's not shit.
No, my check's not shit, but because the players around him are shit, he won't be able to do what he's able to do at Collingwood in regards to, because the way he plays, we're not going to know how to play.
But isn't that
play for
coaching?
him.
Isn't that education and coaching?
To get to a position, what you're saying, Morris, I feel like that stems from the top. To get to a position where you've got young blokes coming in.
I get that, but we've been down this path too many times.
Okay, is the coaching group good?
But hang
Yes
on
or no?
And
it's both. Like the answer is
Andy.
both.
No, I want Morris to answer this. Is the coaching staff good? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I don't rate the assistants.
So as a coaching group, are they good or not? Everybody.
I don't rate the assistants.
Okay. Do you rate Michael Voss?
Right.
Do you think Michael Voss is a good coach? Yes or no? Simple. Yes or no?
He's not a great coach.
Yes or no?
You got my answer.
You told me he's not a great
or no?
coach.
He's not.
Yes or no?
I don't. Yes.
You think he's a good
I
coach?
want Andy to defend me in court if I'm ever in trouble.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ.
Just answer the question.
I did.
You
said
didn't.
Yes.
You
Nah,
think
he said
Michael
yes.
Voss is a good
He did
coach?
say yes.
I said yes.
So you think Michael Voss is a good coach? Okay. Why? Why do you think? Examples. I need two examples, not just one. I want two examples. Why is Michael Voss a good coach? And then I'm going to give you 20 reasons why he's not a good coach. But give me two good coaches.
Yeah.
Two
The Rocco, the Chiefs.
All right. One, he's gotten the players to a point. He's gotten the best out of the players. All right. He's gotten the best out of the players to a point that they got to. All right. Now, don't be fooled in regards to thinking that we were always a good list. We weren't. All right. Somehow he got to them and he took them on a few rides, and he took them to the peak. The players weren't good enough, all right, to fulfill the journey. All right.
Okay. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. So, by your logic, when things are going good, he's a good coach, but when things are going bad, the players are shit.
No.
That's
By
what
your
you just
logic, no. Your logic is when things are going good, it's the players. When things are going shit, it's the coach. That's your logic.
No, I think the problem's with both. I don't think Michael Voss is good, and I don't think the playing group is good.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. But the other thing that
You just said he was a good coach.
Bro, put some good assistants behind him, and you're going to get a different Michael Voss. Okay?
How do you know?
That's what I'm saying. Why? Because I kind of understand a little bit how the coaching department works. Yeah.
How? What's your experience?
How? What's my experience?
Yeah.
You get to know some people.
What's your experience?
My experience.
We don't know. This is the thing, right? None of us know, right? So we only speak on what we see. Bro, you cannot tell me that Michael Voss's game plan, and it has to fall on the head coach. It has to fall on the fucking head coach. You cannot tell me his game plan is solid enough to take us anywhere. 2 years ago, before he got figured out and we had that fucking lightning in a bottle, we fine, sweet.
Okay. So answer me this question. You can take any coach from any side that's coaching at the moment, that's not coaching, you put them in the chair at Carlton, what changes?
They get more out of this playing.
No.
I believe they do.
Yeah. Like 2023, that ride they took.
No, that'd make us a more consistent football team.
And then
not consistently shit every week.
I'm not saying that Voss is the answer. What I'm saying is everyone's hitting Voss with the bat and letting them soft cocks on the field get away.
No, but we haven't. We haven't let him off now. Now Voss has given up now. You can see it. He's given up. He's been sitting on the stairs in the coach's box. Who does that? Tell me which other senior coach does that. He's given up. You know he's given up to is when he's lacing players nearly every week. He's lacing them. Yeah. So he I don't think he cares. I think he's frustrated because he knows that he can't get anything more out of them anymore. I think he's hit his ceiling with this playing group. He can't go to another level with the playing group anymore. And he can't bring anything out of anyone unless you bring in some super talent, but it'll just go right back to square one.
Can I quickly say something, Morris? Just quickly say something. He brought us to a preliminary, right? And now our senior players are playing like fucking shit, right? So if he brought us to a preliminary, why are our players playing so bad now?
I don't know what's happened. Something's happened. Just about a year ago, something happened.
It only lasted 12 weeks, bro.
But as good as you're going to get with the current crop of coaches and players.
For 12 weeks. I'm telling you, it wasn't. They went everything. It was that they caught that lightning in a bottle, like they say. Yeah. For 12 weeks, they just played well, and that was it.
But a year ago, last year, we were top 4 at this time.
Yeah, and then we fell away.
I get that, but why and how did we get to top 4?
Because we have got 5 or 6 absolute stars when they play well. And you look at even last week, even though our young kids played well, 2 or 3 of our stars had really good games in Cripps, in Weavering, and Kerno kicked goals, right? So if you get all our 5 top players playing at their peak, we are very hard to beat.
No, I understand all of that, but why aren't they playing well now? And don't give me
leadership and structure and game plan, all of that, and that all comes down to the coaching.
in regards to Charlie and the Gold Coast, the club confirmed that it was said to that he did approach him. And that,
he said something in the post game though. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
He said to, I obviously want to be here. I don't really want to make this about me, but I'm playing at Carlton next year. There you go, done.
Yeah.
What else are you going to say?
But
you can't say anything else.
That, you know what?
What is he going to say? I play Carlton now.
But
you're right.
I'm on the James Hird bandwagon. Did you hear when James Hird?
What did he say?
When James Hird heard about it,
on
Monday night, he turns around and he goes, "Sorry." He wants to go to Gold Coast, but you're happy at Carlton.
That was the thing. I didn't get that.
And he turns around and goes, "Nah, no chance. You can't be happy at a club and want to leave."
That's wrong.
Nah.
Like,
As
even if you
right
take
as
that
James Hird is, he's a
apply it
dirty
to
Essendon scumbag dog. And he can fucking get fucked at Essendon with his fucking junkie mates. How's that? Fuck his opinion on anything Carlton. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck what James Hird has to say about fucking anything.
I agree.
Fuck that red and black.
And the other thing is, then it is the coaching, Morris. If you're saying that Charlie wants to leave, TDK wants to leave, then it's the coaching. Because if they would be happy with what was going on, because they're football players, they know about game plans, they know how footy should be played and that. But if they're getting told one way and it's not working for them and they want to leave. Hey, remember another thing about Voss? This is the second time it's happening. This happened at Brisbane.
Funny you say that.
Lightning strikes twice.
Yeah,
12 years ago.
It does on this occasion. Yeah.
I'm literally looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
History repeating itself. If it happens once, you know what? It could be bad luck. If it happens twice, you're the fucking problem.
Bad luck. Yeah.
You're the fucking problem. So, mate, that's a club that loved him. He won premierships and bled for that club. And even they had to fuck him off.
Yeah, but hang on a minute, Andy.
But that's not to say that like the players aren't at fault too.
Andy.
100%.
Yeah,
but I think two things can be right at the same time.
Exactly right.
Hey,
spot on.
Rocco can tell you, all right, we're the masters of that. We're the ones that introduced that, sacking your favourite sons. Jezza,
Yeah, but if it's best for
Robert
the club,
Wall.
who gives a fuck?
No, I get that.
That's how we should be with players too.
But you're talking about 12 years ago, all right? I've been in my job at my company for over 20 years, right? I'm a much better operator
person, yeah.
All right, than I was 12 years ago. And you can't say that Voss hasn't. Bro,
Voss hasn't got better, Morris. Because the exact same thing is happening again. Like,
but he hasn't even...
If he had
gone better in 4 years.
But I'm not...
Yeah, it's not even 4 years. It's exactly the same as Brisbane, bro. He only lasted there for 4 or 5 years.
I'm not.
3.5.
See, you guys are kind of misunderstanding me. I'm not on the Voss train, all right? But what I'm about restoring the club back to greatness, right? I see if we just sack Voss and that's it.
No, but that's not the.
You can't do that.
You need changes.
Or you
definitely need
a
changes.
Band-Aid, all right?
Correct.
What I saw and heard this week, bro, I was doing cartwheels. And I'm not talking on field. You know, this will be an off-field signing if we get, but Jimmy Bartel's just about 1 foot going to be our head of football.
Yeah. He's got a vested interest. He seems like he does.
Eddie Maguire put him on the spot. I don't know if I don't know if everyone knows, but Eddie
in the
Maguire,
podcast.
I heard it. Yeah.
So you kind of like things like even if you don't get along with an assistant as a player, right? you've still got a due diligence, all right, to honour that jumper, all right? The Brisbane side of 2021, 22, 201, 202, 203, you had plays in there that would punch on in the street. They hated each other, but they played side by side every weekend and won premierships, and they were enemies. Yeah, so you there comes a point in time when you got to stop sooking as a player, yeah, and suck it in. Like TDK, we all know TDK, bro. If he started the season on fire, if he continued that, all right, and left to St Kilda, you turn around and say, hey, you know what? You can't. You're going for money, but the way he is now, the way he's playing, you know, if me and Andy were talking tonight on the way to the game, right? If someone says to you, "Oh, I think TDK's staying," it's kind of like someone stabbing you. Like you don't want that to happen. You want him to leave
because the way he's been a weak ass, right,
Correct.
and just fallen off the bloody hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, really shows me a mental weakness I don't like. And look, at the end of the day, let's be straight. It's not just Voss, but I'm in the camp of Voss can't be there for us to succeed. It's not just Voss. We need players to be changed. We need officials
Correct.
to be changed. But Voss has got to go. Can you put up that comment from Carl's again?
Give me 1 sec. Read it. Sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I got it here. I say this all the time, and it pisses me off. Some of these boys are too comfortably paid, praised, and pampered. You can't build grit when there's no consequences for repeated underperformances.
100%, man. We have to. Some of these players have to be moved on, right? And they have to be taught that, hey, you're not like Charlie and all that. I'm telling you, they walk around like they're the soup and they can't be touched. And this is not
I saw it tonight as well. I mean, I don't want to fucking keep hampering on about this, but fucking, you know, when Charlie gets, when the player goes past him one step, that's it. That's it. He just gives up.
He won't go.
He won't go. He won't go the extra. Even just put in a run.
We've spoken about this. I reckon we spoke about it last week too. The fucking run around at half forward.
As soon as the player just goes like this, whoop, he just goes, I'm done.
Automatic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just 55 meters out in a side angle doesn't mean you have to go and do the same thing.
Agreed. Jacana 93. It's a mess. We have no selection integrity, zero player development, no game plan, terrible assistance, shit woke board. List manager is a dud and has paid over for players. Selfish me players as well.
I agree.
Andy, you say all the time that, you know, we peaked. For me, I agree with it fully because I'm looking at the pairing right now of players and coaching. I'm looking at that pairing and I'm saying them two as a core have peaked. And it happens in sport all the time. So we've got to move on and we've got to upgrade. Like, for me, that's just how simple it is. And I think when you look at it, we haven't evolved. And this is what happens when you don't evolve.
I agree. Andy, I'll ask your opinion on that. Do you think that the Charlie and Harry now needs to be split up? Or do you think I'd
love to see with a new look of coaches and a new Ford coach. I wouldn't be opposed if Charlie wants to leave. Give me the right deal and leave. But I'd love to see them two under a new coach and a new Ford coach.
That's
different ideas.
Where I stand. That's where I stand on it.
Sorry, Andy.
No, you're all right, bro. If Michael Voss is staying, one of them needs to go. It's not working.
Yeah.
But if we got a new coach, or you know what, even if we get a new forwards coach, you know what I mean? I want to see both of them with someone who can maybe play to their advantage, coach them to their advantages, and maybe teach them some new ideas, some new techniques, something. Just change it up. But if we're just going with the same old, what's the purpose of having both of them if they're not working well together. And for a while there, it genuinely looked like they weren't even getting along. And
They're injuring one another.
But they really haven't played together much.
Maybe that's the problem.
Throughout their whole career.
And maybe that's the problem, because one of them is fucking doing his own thing, fucking whatever. I'm not going to bag him out, but he's depressed. And the other one fucking thinks he's fucking king shit.
Tour de France, mate. Tour de Kerno.
He's a chill guy.
Yeah.
The retreats.
So,
you know what I'm going to add on to that discussion, and we raised it before, right? You can get a whole new coaching panel in there, right? And with Harry and Charlie there, I don't believe it'll work. All right. And the only way we will get the Harry and Charlie combo to work is you need to reinvigorate the mids and that. The delivery.
I remember you said this last week too.
Yeah, the delivery is atrocious. So you could have a forward line of Harry, Charlie, Jeremy Cameron, Hogan, and two of the best smalls. All right, and it wouldn't work because the way the delivery, and even like again tonight, for some reason I don't blame the player, because you got to present. Yeah, it doesn't mean because you present you got to kick to them, right? We always go to Fogarty at centre half forward and put him on a 2-and-1.
You're actually right.
I saw it.
Sometimes it's not even by design. It's just like that's just where it's supposed to be. Like that's just what happens, which is fucked.
I saw a kick tonight by a senior player, meant to be a senior player, bought in on big money again. Adam Chera goes from a back pocket, kicks it to Corey Durden's head against Scrimshaw. He looked straight at him.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst games I've seen Adam Chera play. And I'll say it for the second week in a row.
On his head.
Yeah.
There's a 20-meter kick on his head against Scrimshaw. What's going to happen?
I knew it. As soon as the camera panned, I'm like, yep. I knew it. I'm telling you right now. Like the second week in a row, we're going to talk about this, about Chera, and for good reason. I thought he was one of our worst. I thought he was horrific today, which is interesting because usually he doesn't really be like he isn't that horrific. He's a 5 out of 10, like we said. He's not like ever that bad to be noticed for how bad he is. But I really didn't rate his game at all. And he's meant to be our offensive outlet, I wouldn't say our point of difference, but a bit of class to the midfield. And it's usually George Hewitt, like Paul said, that's our offensive outlet through the midfield, which is incredible to me.
Scary.
Can I ask you a question in regards to Chera? And it leads on to what you were saying a few weeks ago, Mars, where he could be the pawn, I'd love the mystery pawn, right?
I'd love it. Hang him, dangle him out there, trade bait.
Like we've got nothing to lose because we've got players doing what he's doing for cheaper.
What's his value?
Probably, I don't even know anymore.
All right. And 2, if you were to place Chera into a Collingwood or a Geelong or a Brisbane or even a Bulldogs or whatever, right? Do you really think he'd improve him?
Yes.
Well, look at Kennedy. Oh, well, Kennedy played all right, but look at Kennedy for.
Kennedy with us was always.
I don't think he'd dramatically improve.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because at a Geelong, at a Collingwood, they wouldn't play Adam Chera in the back line.
Well, that's another thing.
Where do you play?
And that's what we were talking about before. It's the two sides of the story. It's okay, he is a player, isn't good enough, but where he's being put, you can use the exact same example for Motlop too.
Well,
like me personally, I rate Jesse Motlop as a small forward in the forward 50. In the forward 50 as a small forward, which I think a lot of us would when you think about it like that. But I don't rate what he's been doing this year at all because he's confused. I don't rate what he's been doing this year. And we've spoken about this too. He's been put in a position in the midfield or, he's roaming around here and there. No. His most dangerous football was played in the forward line. And again, like what you're saying about Chera, It's the two sides of the story again. I feel.
But
He'd
then
probably add a sense. I don't even know if he's got class, mate. Seriously, but he'd add you something, maybe outside. Yeah, he can tackle, mate. Mate, for what you're paying him, he's nothing flashy. How many genuinely? How many games have he gone?
Really,
How many
not-
games have you been gobsmacked by him and gone, fuck me, he was unreal
not a-
tonight? How
Hand him on a
many?
hand.
Well, 23 he probably had that good year, but after
Yeah,
that,
but it wasn't like fucking like groundbreaking, like fuck, look at this bloke, we can't lose him. Like he was
yeah,
just
but it was kind of
cool.
complimented. He kind of complimented the whole midfield at the time,
Yeah.
so it kind of worked for it.
I understand, but for me, he's never been that player where if you're bringing a player across, right, into the midfield that we had at the time, he had to elevate it again. Like, how do you make us better? Not just, you can, like what you said, compliment. I want you to make us better on that money. Like
I don't
Tom
think-
Mitchell, for example, at Collingwood, when they brought him in, he complimented, but he wasn't on. I don't think he's on high money.
But neither is Chera though, Mars.
So what's he
Chera's
on?
not-
800, whatever he's on.
No, not even. No.
What's he on? 500,000.
No, he'd be on about 650.
Yeah, but of course his thing is about 800-900. It'd have to be. It'd have to be.
It's a first round pick we gave up for him.
Yeah, that's yeah, but we saved on what we paid him. Like his
Okay, if
contract
you were to
wasn't that-
trade him now, what would you get for him? You wouldn't get anywhere near top 10 draft pick.
No,
I don't know if you get a first rounder.
I
You
reckon,
wouldn't even get 20th.
I reckon you'd go between 20 to 35 for him.
So
Well, that's a
his
second round.
value has diminished.
Great range.
Yeah.
How
And,
can you have players that you've brought him? You brought him in at what? How old was he when we brought him in? What, 22?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was younger than I thought he was. I remember.
Right.
was
So
what,
you brought him
26?
in, and we can't progress a player like that, even if we were to sell him on and get something back for him. We can't. Because
Apparently
you got to.
Chera's on 870.
There you go. So you can't if it's right, right?
870.
Yeah, I
If
know
he's
he's on
right.
800K a year minimum.
Oh, that's what
I
I
knew it was
thought.
big money. That's actually surprising me.
But how
That's
can we
surprising.
not get a player and then have no salon fee? Like basically, I know I'm taking the round ball into account, and people say, yeah, but an average AFL career is usually what, 5, 6, 7 years because of those massive contracts. But even if you were to move him out of the club, how can you not be able to get anything back for him?
Yeah.
He's actually lost value.
No, he's
That's
diminished.
yeah.
His stocks are
Yeah.
plummeted.
Or
someone
actually,
buying
or
Chera's
do we pay overs for him?
I think we paid overs for him.
Has he lost value because we paid overs for him, both in salary and in draft pick? I
But
think both to be taken into account.
Both.
But we paid what Fremantle paid for him, but we got their development. Okay? And tonight kind of cemented how much we miss Sam Walsh.
Yeah, he's generational.
A fit and firing Sam Walsh, of
Vince,
course.
how are you? Look at Vince just working his magic.
Oh,
No idea.
you caught me unawares. I was just making a few
Yeah, no, I
adjustments.
wanted
How are
to
you, boys?
I wanted to catch you off guard. I like catching people off guard.
Are you putting your pants
Oh,
back
okay.
on, Vince?
When your pants
Yeah. Just yeah, mate. That all finished for me many years ago.
I thought you were watching the replay.
Anyway,
How'd you-
just can't take my eyes off this game. My God.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, but there's not much. I mean, that's much of
Surprised?
what we've been speaking about for the past 5, 6,
Let's
7
be honest.
weeks.
We all would have felt good for Doc when he kicked that goal. I mean,
Yeah.
that was an appropriate way for him to finish, and
Yeah.
it was a nice gesture to bow to the crowd. But take a bow, Sam Docherty. He's served us very well over 11, 12 seasons. So, you got to be happy for him to at least kick the goal in his last game. And
Isn't that what we
apart from
do?
that-
We just celebrate moments, Vince. That's all we do now.
Yeah,
We're just
I know,
a
that's the
moments
sad
club.
part.
It's fucking sickening. For me, it's sickening.
Yeah, that's the
But,
sad part.
don't get me wrong. Like, love Docherty as a player, as a bloke. I don't know him, but I'm sure he's like, everyone loves him around the club.
Respected,
There
yeah.
wouldn't be a word. There wouldn't be a hated word about this bloke. But
No.
we're celebrating. Fuck, I know what he's been through, but it's always we're celebrating sentimental things.
No,
And
you
for
know
me-
what it also is? We're also celebrating individuals rather
Well,
than
correct.
what
And
we're
it's always
achieving as
the
a
case.
team.
Look, the back again. Cripps, individuals.
Yeah.
Harry
Brownlow
Mackay,
medals.
Cerno, Walsh, Rising Star. You know what I
All
mean? It's-
Australians. Yeah.
And that's what makes me sick is that that doesn't breed winning cultures. Because the next person
No.
to go could be Cripps.
Yeah.
And he'll have
Yeah.
nothing. Wiedering will be next after that. I mean, like, what are you going to clap them when they kick a goal in their last game and they've won nothing? So,
When you think about this, the last 3 weeks, right? What do we celebrate? You celebrated Pitts kicking a goal. Everyone jumped
yeah,
up.
that was the
Yeah.
grand final. Yeah.
Last week you kicked.
You mean the big torpedo against Brisbane?
Yep. And then last week you celebrated, maybe bloody White kicking a goal, or there's a couple of Moya kicking a goal, and we celebrated that and we all wrapped. This week it's Doherty kicking the goal, that grubber from
That's
5
where we're
meters
at,
out.
though, which is sad.
And that's where we're at. And guess what? All week they're going to be showing that, and they're going to
there's
be
the smoke
that.
screen.
And this is
There's
the
But
the
issue.
already after the game.
And you know,
Yeah,
that's-
Rocco.
Already after the game. Yeah, you're right.
do you know what else we celebrated last week? When Charlie kicked his first goal. You remember
Oh,
how
yeah.
everyone got behind
Mate,
him?
oh my God. I don't know if they were Bronx
Hey, Rocco.
tears or actual tears.
Do you
Yep.
know in regards to sorry, Vince, in regards to Charlie, right? You know what I can't get out of my head, all right? Like we all talk about his intensity, lack of, right? But when you go back to 2023, round 24, when he needed
Coleman.
2 goals,
Oh,
for the
mate.
Coleman, his first
Lockett.
quarter,
Lockett-esque.
his first quarter was like back when Fev was stuck on 99 goals.
99.
Remember, Fev was running to the back line trying to tackle. That's what Curnow did. As soon as he got his 2 goals, shut shop.
That's it. Finished.
Yeah, and he gave up, and you're right.
And again,
and
moments. We're celebrating moments.
And remember,
Can I
Morris.
just ask?
Wait, before you
Sorry.
go there, remember, Morris. Fev was chasing that 99, and now he's going to be on the TJP live show. So just remember.
My favourite. That's Fev.
Fuck, that's pumped me up, mate. That's
And there
pumped
it
me
is.
up.
And there it is.
And
The
there it is.
TJP
Hey, that's great teamwork, Mars. Great teamwork.
You like that? You like that? That's impromptu. Well done. Well played.
I
See
can't
how
believe
we
it wasn't a
worked
Fev
up? We
mention
linked up
earlier.
well there.
That's how a team works. That's how a
Bang.
team works.
Like that. But yeah, make
Well
sure
done,
if
boys.
you don't have your
That's a
tickets,
very
get
nice
your tickets.
production. That.
Brad
That's
Pierce,
good, isn't it?
Keith Scotland, and now Brendan Favola will be at Howler at our live stage show. So that'll be an absolute crack.
Black
I
Eyed Peas
can't
played there.
fucking wait.
Amazing.
Mars
Amazing.
and Monday Blues will always
Yeah, I know.
also
Mate,
be
you
up.
gotta
I
let
can't
me
wait for
get
that.
there. You gotta let me get there. You gotta
Oh,
let me
sorry,
get there. And yes, the Monday Blues will be there. I'm sure Andy
We
will
will
be
be
on
there.
stage, won't
Yeah,
you?
there's a few of us
Lord,
coming. Can't wait.
Too nice. Morris, you gonna be a special guest? I don't think so. Not with that attitude, mate.
He's
We'll jump Morris in the car park.
With these hemorrhoids.
I'm bringing my friend. He's with me. He's got 16 friends with him.
What the cups?
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
Hey,
16 cups
yeah.
coming through.
He's Is Seba MC?
Seba, yeah, in a wheelchair, mate. With a bad back.
But hey, a little story on Feb, right? So my family is really good friends with the Jezelenkos, okay? And the family were at my parents many years ago, and Carlton were playing an away game, and Fev ripped this goal out of nowhere, right? And I've just gotten up and I've gone the greatest 25 to ever wear the jumper, right? Oh, fuck, did that tear shreds out of me? And that, hey, but serious, yeah, like. And I'm like,
it was a natural response, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, well, I'm not entitled to my opinion.
No, that's great. No, it should be good. But
apparently, Matt Kennedy, Mark Murphy, Liam Jones, Cates Simpson, and Brett Ratton were all there for Doherty's last game.
Lockie O'Brien handed him his kid at the end of the game. I don't know if anyone saw that. Lockie O'Brien.
The 40-year-old virgin.
Yes, I swear to God.
Why?
If you're watching on TV, I don't know. Like at the end of the game where he gets his kid, Lockie O'Brien had his kid.
Lockie O'Brien.
L-O-B. I swear to God. I told him, I'm like, is this real? That was real.
Nah.
I swear.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I'm going to show you though.
Wait, apparently your audio is a little bit low. Turn yourself up.
Yeah, you are a bit.
Bro. You got to get a mic, cuz.
You got to get a mic, cuz.
You got to get a mic now. You're a podcaster now, bro.
Yeah, you're full legit.
Come on,
I
bro.
can see that.
Look at him. Look how excited he gets. Like, just relax.
Put the brightness down. Put the brightness down. And it'll work. Yeah, and it'll work.
Zach was showing Luke Sayers.
Keep going with the brightness down.
That's as far as it goes.
Oh, does it?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
What was it? Is that him? Oh, there you go. Yeah, beautiful. Is that him laughing? What's he laughing about? Flopping all over the joint after he got hit by Sicily. I can't genuinely.
Who is it? I can't see it.
Akers.
Yeah, Akers.
Yeah, Akers was laughing after the game. Yeah.
He loves a laugh, that bloke. He doesn't care.
You know why he's laughing? Because he's got another 2 years to go on his contract.
He's a 2 or 1. I think it's 1.
2 more years on his contract. He should have retired.
I mean, it's a little thing, but it just sums it up, really. I've seen it before as well.
Can I get a yes and no out of all of yous?
Yeah.
And it's about Charlie Curnow. All right?
Yeah. Is this a Morris yes or no answer?
Yeah.
We don't really answer.
We dance.
And I know everyone's, sits on different sides with Charlie. But let's say Carlton entertain the trade to Gold Coast, because at the moment Gold Coast have pick 8 and 11, and they said, we'll give you pick 8 and 11 for Charlie. Do you do that trade? Mars, I'll go with you to lead us.
I'm not going to dance around. I'm going to say yes, but I want to play it too. But yes.
Next.
Yeah, we need to keep one of the forwards. So if one of the forwards needs to go and it's Charlie that wants to go to the Gold Coast and we get 2 first rounders, 8 and 11 is pretty good. But I'm with Mars. I reckon there's got to be a steak knives in there and maybe just get like a cheeky little player in there. And I would do the deal. Especially if Charlie's like saying that he might want to go, then you know what? We'll make up your mind for you.
Jed Walter.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Like, we've got to hear him out. He's got a massive contract. Like, we may as well, even if we don't want to trade him, hear us out. What do you want to give us? That's what I do. But yeah, I agree with you, Mars. Jed Walter and those 2 picks, I'd take it.
Yeah. Vince?
Yep. I'd do the deal.
Wow.
Is it going to be unanimous?
Andy?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but I'm like you boys. It's not just 2 picks for me. I want something else.
Yeah. It's got to be nearly Godfather offer.
Bro, he's contracted for another 4 years.
That's the thing.
And you're giving away 60 goals. Let's just say 50. Yeah. Let's say 60 goals a year. We've got to make it up. So I want Jed Walter or Ethan Reed, one of them.
Yeah.
In regards to like Jed Walters and that, right? If he came onto the market and onto, what would his value be? Take away the chart. Take away the chart.
I think he was a Gold Coast Academy pick from memory. Yeah.
But like, what would Gold Coast want for him?
So I'd say a lot. I'd say
I
similar to
reckon they'd
maybe
want a first round
little
pick.
bit less to what you give to Charlie.
They'd want
A
a
little
first
bit
round
less to what
pick.
you give to Charlie.
Is Charlie
That's
worth 3 top 10 picks?
No. Not at age 20.
Currently,
Not
no.
at age
That's
28. He'll be
Charlie-
29
I think
in
it's been a
February.
trade for a person whose
I think
contract
He'll be,
is
20, he'll be
2029.
29 at the start of next season.
Well, how old was Cameron?
Like 27-ish or 8.
Yeah, that is.
But didn't have a pre-existing like injuries like Charlie did.
Yeah, but I mean, he's played the last 3 years, and he hasn't really got injured, and like you said, he's 60 goals, and then you put him into a side like that's probably humming a bit better than us, like Gold Coast. All of a sudden, he's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous man with us when he's on fire, you know. So I truly believe he's worth 3 first round picks. Why not, man? He's definitely worth 2 in a player.
I
You
think
have
he's worth 3. I actually do think he's worth 3 top 10 picks.
Mate,
Dual
and
common
not
medalist,
only-
signed for another 4 years. How
The
bad
4
do you want
years,
to win
yeah,
a
it's a
flag?
big thing. It's a big
How
thing.
bad do you want to win a flag? Give us.
He's over a mil. He's over a mil a year for sure. You'd think
That's
as well.
what I mean. So
Charlie's on about 1.2.
There you go. Yeah.
So if that's the case, mate, I want three top 10 picks, and then
Or
what do
two,
you do
or
with
two in
those
a really
picks?
good player, or
Yeah.
2 in a really decent player.
Well,
You know what?
That's what
I
March
want
is saying because Walter's obviously
two-
caliber of a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Or at least
two
potential
good
to
picks,
be, yeah.
a really good player. Give me a second round or 2. Fuck it.
I'd
Yeah.
be nearly
That's the
heisting
thing.
him too.
They
I'd
overpay
take
Gold
another
Coast.
player.
You may as well.
No,
we'll throw
another
back a
player
fourth
that
rounder.
another player that's a free agent off them as well is Braden Fiorini. I'd be going after him as well.
I was just going to say Fiorini. I'd be asking for Fiorini.
Nah, but he's
I
a
like it.
free agent, so we can just pick him up. I'm just saying we just fleece him.
But you got to
Why
be
not?
careful.
Right.
You got to be careful as well too what you pick up, yeah. Because
He's a good player. Fiorini's a
No.
good player, and he can add something to that midfield half forward.
No, because if you got to remember with the free agency, it can counteract the TDK deal.
Yeah, fair. But what's Fiorini worth? Fucking nothing.
It doesn't matter. It might not be. And I think that's the reason why as well too Carlton traded Jared Waite years ago to North Melbourne as opposed to allowing him to walk in the free agency. It was like a three.
This statement's cap. The bloke's like 27 years old. Bro. The bloke's like young, man. He's still young. He's a good player. He's a good player. Well, we're fucked anyway because Elijah Hollins won't be there next year.
Exactly.
Well, we're hearing,
Yeah, he's 27. He's 27.
mate. Like seriously, we got to start doing. And then Silvani might be going.
Yep.
If he wants to leave to Collingwood for that deal, go. We're not going any higher.
and-
See,
and
what
you
we've
know what?
offered is enough.
But
It's
can I
not
just
worth
say,
it.
can I just say, all these players that are like, we're hearing that they want to go, this, that, straight out. I said this on our show the other night.
Let
If you
them
want to go, fuck off.
Yes.
Just
spot on.
fuck off. Carlton,
I don't care.
As a-
you
as
don't
a
want to
club,
be here. Go.
we
There's
need
no
to
emotional
draw a
connection
line.
anymore.
We needed fuck the emotional. Fuck, I don't want emotional connection.
Me
I'm
neither. That's what I'm
over
saying.
emotional, sentimental values, bro.
I don't want it
Sentimental
anymore.
Fuck
is
it.
for the
If
fucking
you don't want to
mantelpiece.
fucking be there, go. I
Spot on.
want to win a flag. I want to win a premiership. I don't want to have connections. I don't want to have these players who are just here because of sentiment, because of their fucking surname. Fuck your surname, bro. If you don't want to be here, go. I don't care who you are. I don't care
Spot
what
on.
position. I don't care how much you're getting paid. We need to draw a line in the sand and build our culture from today. If you don't
Right.
want to be at the club,
That's right. It's
fuck
about culture.
off. If you're not 110% in, then you're 110% out. There's no in between anymore. So for me, I just want to win a fucking premiership. That's it.
Yep.
Win a premiership, I'll shut the fuck up. But until then, I'm going to keep harping on about how bad and poor our culture is. And until it starts to change, this club will go nowhere. Culture is fucking everything.
You know
And
what
culture
would
starts from there as well.
You
It
know what
starts
would've
from
sent-
the players.
You know, would have been a line in the sand moment. I know we'll never do this, and I know people that this will ruffle a few feathers. You know how Simpson tonight cheered off Doherty? I would have said, no. We'll cheer him off. You can shake his hand, but we'll cheer him off.
I found that odd.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I didn't like it.
That was another.
Did you
That was
not-
another Bryce. That was another half Bryce
Oh,
Gibbs
don't
job.
remind
That
me
one.
of this.
I hate that shit. I don't like that. I don't rate that.
We're a nice club.
That's why we'll never win.
We're a
That's
nice
why we'll
club.
never be winners.
What a nice club.
We're a
Yep.
nice club.
Like people may say, yeah, but he's mates with him. But I don't care. You're mates with him outside of the club, not inside Carlton. In the four walls, get someone else to fucking carry him off. Why does he have to? Why do we have to do that?
Just another thing, man. What the fuck are we doing here? What is wrong with this? Why are we
Yeah.
cheering off people? What's it wrong, man? Just walk off the ground, man. Why are we cheering off? They also cheered off Wiedering, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he stopped halfway.
Yeah.
It's 200 games,
Harry-
bro, man. You're getting cheered off. Shut up and get off the ground, mate. Like, we just lost the game, mate. Like, yeah, give him a
Harry and
clap
Pillow
and
carried
walk
him
him off. But fucking hell, man, then we have to cheer out. Who else are we to cheer off next? What do we
Michael
cheer off?
Voss.
Fucking
No,
Michael Voss.
for fucking playing
Michael
10
Voss.
games now.
Michael
No,
Voss.
Kerno-
Rocco, you say it all the time. It's not
Yeah,
about
no.
the surname or about the number. It's about the monogram. You say it all the time. So I don't
100%.
care who wins me premiership. Back to what you said, Andy. I don't care who wins me premiership as long as the monogram, the club
Correct.
itself gets there and gets the sustained success that we're all starving for. Like
Correct.
you said
I
it so many
hope that
times.
Frankie Evans, mate. I hope Frankie Evans at the end of the year is holding up the cup, mate. I don't
So do I.
care, mate. Like, and you're right. It's enough of this sentimental. Oh, we've got to keep
I'm over
Kerno
it.
because
I'm
he's
over it.
all that and that. Nah, he's got a bad attitude at times. You know what? Time to go, mate. Let's move on.
What
I wanna-
about
That's the
Dangerfield?
mentality we have to have. And like
Dangerfield, he
Andy
didn't
said,
get cheered off.
He walked off, man. He said, I don't want to be
With his
cheered
kids.
off, man. He grabbed his
With his
kids
kids.
and walked off, man. All class.
Rocco.
you have to
next-
build culture one way or another. Like we speak about culture all the time. How do you actually make active steps to build culture? And the way is if you don't want to be here, fuck off. That's the way.
Simple.
Next week,
Gents,
Rocco,
I'm going to
is-
go. I'm going to make a move, leave room for someone else.
Nah, that's all right.
Go work in the
Tonight
morning.
It's
time to go!
Catch
See
you
you
later,
later.
boys.
See you,
Have a
Andy.
go on, bro.
See you, boys.
Bye-bye.
Next week, they're going to cheer Charlie off for 150 games.
Wow.
In
Far out.
Perth.
What
I'll
after he
tell
kicks
you,
on goal four?
I'll tell you one thing that was a disgrace tonight. I don't know if it's been brought up because I haven't watched every bit of what's been put to air before I came on. But where was the black armbands for Warren Ralph tonight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did bring that up. We brought that up.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did.
Bo brought it up.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
Maybe,
100%.
maybe the only thing I can think of, Rocco,
You can
Is
speak on
maybe
this
they
because
thought-
this is a you point.
maybe they thought tonight's all about Doherty and it's all about Wiedering, and next week we're playing Perth, and seeing Warren Ralph as a West Australian, maybe they'll wear the black armbands for him
You'd hope so.
next Sunday.
Yeah.
That's all I can
Yeah,
think
but-
of.
Yeah, but
That's all
one
I
thing's
can
got
think of.
nothing to do with the other, mate.
But you can still
I
wear
know.
a black armband.
I
You can
understand
still-
that, and I still think it's wrong, but all I'm doing
Yeah.
is thinking of maybe what they'll come up with as an excuse or some reason why they didn't do it tonight. But yeah, they should have done it. It was well known today, and yeah, that was pretty poor.
They could have
Like-
just walked
like we said
out of
before.
respect.
If you just
Hey, Rocco,
wear it like no one ever
I'm
thinks
just
twice.
looking at a comment here from Robert Galicchio. Good to see you, Rob. Do you remember when Bruce Dool played his last game?
He
Didn't
just
want to be
walked
cheered off. Just walked off the ground. It was the
Cripps
grand
didn't get
final, of
cheered
course,
off.
and we just lost it. But
Yeah, Chris.
it was like, no, I don't want to be cheered. They were offering to cheer him off. He said, no.
No
And he just
way he
walked
would have
off
got
the
cheered off.
But even in our glory days, we were never, we hardly got up for player milestone games. Like I even remember Silvani's 300th. We got belted that day.
Carlton, yeah.
Was that against Richmond that day?
I think so.
Hmm.
Last game at Icon Park too. Like just
In
things for
2001.
sentimental value.
It all means
2001
nothing.
was his last season.
That's why, like, all about this black armband and stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. You could put, it could be a combination of all these fantastic things. You know, pay homage to this. You know, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we're just not good enough to be in a position to honor those things properly, which is so sad. Like for me, I was thinking today, I'm watching this game and there's 50k people there, and it's meaningless for us, really. You know, in terms of the season.
What was the crowd
And it's
tonight?
Doherty's farewell game. Like Doherty's farewell game should be a game that, you know, there's a
51.
lot, you know, there's a lot behind it, but it wasn't.
Nah. No.
This should
They
be a
didn't
game where
start.
we should be, you
Think
know,
about it.
going up to top 4 and, you know, let's send Doherty off well. No, it's
Yeah,
meaningless and it's heartless. Sorry, it's, you know, it's just nothing there.
I even felt it strange where there were quite a few Carlton supporters leaving
Yeah.
with 5-10 minutes to go, and you're like, you know what? Forget about this season. You know, have the respect for the bloke that, you know, that's been a good servant of the club, yeah? And I'm not talking about just wait until the end and clap him. You know, thanks for your service. He's one that he did honour the jumper. Yeah.
You know, truthfully, it was a Hawks game. First of all, I don't know why they did it during that home game, their home game. That's the first thing. But so there was at least 30,000 Hawk supporters there. Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh, they
more,
would have
yeah.
had the lion's share of the crowd for sure, 100%.
Oh, let's say there was 30 and there was 50 Carlton. Pretty fucking
What?
sad by the Carlton.
It just
supporters.
speaks to the irrelevance of our
20
club.
Carlton,
You mean
20
30
Carlton.
and 20?
And 20,000, yeah.
Yeah.
50,000, 30 and 20, sorry.
Shit.
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah.
what I said. I said that's shit. How shit from Carlton supporters. They, all right, Thursday night, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But fucking make an
Any
exception.
excuse.
What is this?
Ideally, a Doherty farewell game should be a game where we honour him with something. You know, I don't want to bring him up again, but Pendle's 400th. Look at the combination of that. They had to win. You know, you look at all these type of milestone games that other clubs play, and it really means something.
Mm.
For us, it's just lifeless. That's what it is. It just felt lifeless out there today.
It all means
Even-
nothing. After the sentimental values and everything wears off.
If
After
it wasn't
the
anyone's farewell
game,
game, it would have felt lifeless anyway. But that's just the way we are.
Yeah.
Even in regards to Vince, I don't know. You didn't go to the game tonight, did you?
No. I watched it with my son.
I was like, Hawthorn, they're a very giving team.
Yeah, oh fuck, they're giving out food for free tonight. They must know that we're all on the dole soon.
Yeah, they did too. They were giving out free food.
They were free KFC, free muesli bars, free muesli. And I mean, I didn't get any of them, right? But you think to yourself, what does Carlton do? Carlton give out
Yeah. $10 Ampol
Bobblehead.
vouchers, $20 Ampol vouchers. You have to
Bobbleheads.
register to win.
No,
And
but
bobbleheads.
save 9 cents on petrol.
It's still $2.40 anyway for 98, you bastard.
I'll tell you another thing about
Give Leondike
Ampol.
keys to be in the draw to win $1,000.
And Ampol always up their price anyway. They're always the most expensive out of everyone,
Yeah,
mate.
correct.
So forget your
Correct.
9 cents. Forget it. You never go to Ampol. Fuck them.
Dusty
Yeah.
got 93K for his final game. I know.
But that's the thing. It meant something. There felt
You're
like there
quite
was
right,
something
okay.
behind it.
That's a very good point.
That was
93,000.
wasn't
Yeah,
that the
there's
day of
something
our
behind that.
live show, the second one?
What was that, sorry?
That was the day of our live show.
Yes.
The second one.
Correct.
It was too. It was too. They played because Quinn went to it and then came
Correct.
after the thing. You're right too.
There you go. Apparently,
Hey,
Cripps
boys,
asked Kate
Guess
to
how
share
many
Doc off.
players? Guess how many players got 20 possessions or more for Carlton tonight?
2.
Have a
3.
guess without looking.
Adam Shearer didn't. You fucked up my multi, so I know that
Two.
for
I
sure.
reckon
How
no
many
one.
How
Oh,
many
no,
players from
one.
Carlton got 20 possessions or more?
Oh,
Wow.
A little
Farrell,
bit more than that.
Hewitt did. O'Farrell.
O'Farrell, Hewitt, and
Hewitt,
And-
Akers,
and-
and Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Hollands.
Holland. So 4. We can't win the footy. Even last week.
Yeah, but hang on. I haven't finished yet.
Yep.
In Hewitt and Akers' case, Hewitt's disposal efficiency was 64%. So out of his 25 possessions, he only actually had 16 effective disposals. And Akers, 21 disposals at 57%.
Oh, he was pure.
So 11 out of the 21.
Not surprised.
Mate, what has happened to that guy? He's fallen off a cliff.
He's the turnover.
Vince, I like this player, but have a look at Zach Williams' disposal efficiency.
Yeah, it's
Zach
poo.
Williams.
What was it, about 30?
Yeah.
44%.
Fuck.
But that's all of them, isn't it? It comes
7
down to the way
effective disposals out of his 18 disposals, only 7 effective ones. 44%. It's fucking disgraceful for someone who's getting paid $900,000 a year.
The Emperor.
Talk about overrated.
We don't need to do anything because we have over 100,000 members. Did we get there? Did we finally get there?
Yeah, we got there.
We got there 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Good on them.
120,000 now. They counted the virtual members from last week. Yeah.
Hey, Rocco. Paddy Cripps got 18 disposals tonight. Guess how many were kicks and guess how many were hand passes?
14 handballs.
14 handballs and 4 kicks.
Far out. Yeah, he's been
4 kicks, mate.
He's been poo.
He's fallen right off a cliff.
Yeah, it's probably one of.
Well, he was very good. I thought he was very good last week, but to
Match up
expect
well.
him to do that again 5 days later was always going to be a big ask.
He was okay, and then he was great in the last quarter. Last week. Yeah. He wasn't great all game, but it was a better game. But yeah, this week he was unsided.
I don't know if you guys have thought about your votes, whether you do 3-2-1s or 5-4-3-2-1s or whatever. I'm coming out right now. I'm going to give Harry O'Farrell my 3 votes.
He was good.
Lives down there.
That kid there represents the future.
Okay, so let me put it.
If he doesn't get McGovern's spot and they fuck McGovern up once and for all,
he'll be gone. McGovern will be gone. But put it this way, right? So if we've got Silvani, right? Put it this way: we've got Silvani, we've got Cowan, and now we've got O'Farrell, right? Why would we offer Jack Silvani any more money than we've offered him when we have Lockie Cowan and we've got Harry O'Farrell that can just do just as good a job, if not better.
Yeah,
and can hit a higher ceiling.
And that's what I was trying to raise last week, right? So O'Farrell's now played 4 games. So he's played
4 or 5 games, something like that. Yeah, around a handful of games. Yeah,
4 or 5
games.
Aiden. So he might finish off
Vince.
with not Aiden. How are you, mate?
Yeah,
he might finish the year off with 9 games. All right, which is
he's on 5. Yeah,
which is great, right, for him going into season 2026, right? Why don't we, whilst we've got Wiedering and the likes of Haynes, and you hope that Newman comes in, right? So you've got 3 solids, and then the rotation between the Silvani and that. And what I'm getting at, why don't we blood O'Farrell to be a starting 22 next year, along with Harry Dean?
Well, I think we've got to be careful with Harry Dean. Let's not he hasn't kicked the ball in anger, So let's get him in and see how he goes. Yeah. I agree with the O'Farrell. He's definitely there for the future, and Dean could possibly be there, for the future. But with Silvani, I'll just say one thing: I like him. I want to keep him, right? But there's got to be a price on the kid.
There's a price.
We can't be giving him stupid money.
No, not like 12 games. Fuck, you can't be doing this stuff.
Let's be serious. On everyone here, what's he worth? What's he worth, you think?
Though sometimes you see on socials, you see player A and it's blurred out, player B, age, contract. He's that kind of stuff. If you were to look at Silvani and an O'Farrell, for example, and say, okay, this is player A, this is player B. You're going to pay player A, Silvani, right? A 28-year-old, injury-prone, off a few good games. Or player B, young, can grow higher than the ceiling that we're getting from Silvani anyway. It's a no-brainer, really. And that's, again, what we're talking about, the sentimental value.
It is, and it's the name. It really is like coming into effect here. I would have a price for him, whatever it is, 550, 600, whatever they decide. But let's not give him stupid money to stay.
Nah, he's not worth more than 500k. He's the average.
No way near. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I would do with him? I said it. I would give him 2 years. And depending on the amount of games he's played throughout those 2 years, if he doesn't get injured, nothing, that can be a trigger for a third.
Incentives, yeah, for sure.
I didn't agree with the 4 years. And we're offering him, 2.5 mil over 4 years? Like,
that's crazy.
That's so much money, man.
That's crazy money.
That's
For
not what
him.
we'll do. They don't do that.
Look, how much of Collingwood want to give him?
We've got to stop doing it.
I don't like the triggers in contracts anymore, and because I think they can backfire on you. I know they're there for player security, but we might be forced to sign a player of McGovern. Because
we won't. We won't keep him.
Nah, he's done.
But then if he's got a clause in his
18
contract,
games. He's not playing another game.
But let's say if he gets to 18,
yeah, which is not.
Right.
But yeah.
And then you're forced to sign him. That's why I don't like it. And going on to what you're willing to pay for players, right? I've got another beauty for you, right? At the moment, Jesse Motlop's on $500,000.
Yep.
He's out of contract, right? What
at the end of this year or next year?
Fuck, I had no idea he's that much.
Yeah.
No, it's this year, isn't it?
This year.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
What do you re-sign him at if you keep him?
Oh, you're not going up.
You're not going up.
You
You're not
can't,
going up.
can't give him a pay decrease, I guess.
You're going to keep him the same.
Keep him the same.
Yeah. On a 2-year deal.
Well, you've
Yeah.
set the base. That's his because
Hang on,
the
Mars.
only thing
Hang
is-
on, Mars. Why is he worth 500,000? What
Wait,
has he
wait,
done this year?
I'm
He's
going
not.
to get there. I'm going to get there, right? So the thing that he has on his side is age. Another club will come in for him. You know, another club will come in for him, right?
So what?
You're giving him,
Yeah.
you're giving him 400,000 to 500,000, and you're saying here's a 2 or 3 year deal, and that's it. But they won't do that. They won't do that.
But the thing is, if he's paid 500,000 and you want him to stay, you can't say, okay, here's 350 and still stay. He's not going to stay.
No, that's right.
That's
He's
the
not
thing,
staying
which is
for
really
300,
shit.
and he's not staying for 4. He might stay for 5.
But then, why can't we, as a club, then,
Yep.
like everything else we do business, right?
Yep.
I like where this is going.
Except football contracts.
I like where this is going. Yep.
All right? Go to a player like Jesse Motlop and say, you know what? We're going to give you a 1-year contract on 250 grand. And the reason why we're doing that, we know that you've got the capabilities of showing talent. We're not going to give you $500,000 for another 3 years because what you gave us on your last extension, we lost on that transaction. All right. So if we sign you now for 3 years at $500,000 a year, we run the risk of getting bitten twice, right? Sign a 1-year deal, back yourself, and we'll talk on your next contract. Why can't we do shit like that? And
Goes back to what Andy said earlier too about building culture. If he doesn't want to take that, if he wants to leave, by all means. Yeah,
I don't care. If you want to leave and
That's any player too.
Yeah, bad luck. That's it. When does he end actually?
Because you tell me let's say Will White, right?
I thought it was great tonight, by the way.
Yeah, he was great tonight. He was good. I like him.
How can Will White be on a rookie contract, right? Or, on minimum?
It's like 100 grand, 150 grand, whatever it is. Yeah.
Not even. He'd be on 80 grand plus match
Yeah.
payments, right?
Yeah.
You're getting the same output.
That's what we're talking about with Silvani. The same principle.
The thing with Silvani that I don't get is with Dean coming in, and then you got Haynes, you got Young, you got obviously Weeders, and then you got O'Farrell, Cowan. We've got 10,000 defenders there. So where's he going to play?
It's true.
I think Silvani will be in your best if he's playing and he's playing well. I think you'll be in your best. Like, you're going to be playing O'Farrell.
He'll be key position. He'll probably be key position.
Let's be serious.
Centre half back.
Yeah.
He'll play like a.
By the way, guess how many goals Jesse Motlop has kicked for us this year? He's played 19 games.
I think it's 11.
10.
14.
14. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
14 goals in 19 games for a $500,000 small forward.
Oh, he definitely hasn't come on this year.
It's an overbet. No, I agree. I think he's been horrible this year.
I think he's got. The thing is, he's got. I think he's got talent, but I think he's been playing out of position. But he doesn't help.
Two things can be true. He's been horrible. He's also in the wrong position.
This is his fourth season. This is his fourth season too, Motlop.
He's going into the middle, and he's not seeing the ball.
No.
So
he's not effective there. He's not dynamic in there. He doesn't give us anything.
His stats every week are 6, 8, 7, 9 touches, and he's getting midfield time.
Yeah, it's look. He doesn't help himself when he goes back up forward, and he doesn't help himself.
Tonight,
what did you say?
I'll tell you right now. Tonight, he kicked 1 goal. He had 3 kicks, 7 hand passes, took 2 marks, and did not lay a tackle.
How much tackles did Will White lay?
3.
Will White,
There you go.
he laid 5 tackles.
There you
I
go.
love
He
it.
had 12 possessions. 8 kicks and 4 hand passes, took 5 marks, and kicked 2 goals straight.
And that's
But
someone
why
on a
am I
rookie
saying-
contract.
Yeah, but why am I saying Jesse Motlop in the back line for? Why?
Yeah, it's the thing.
Yeah, that's it. See, it's a combination of both. It's him
But you're
and then
seeing
it's
all of
coaching.
them. But you're seeing
I
all of them in
understand
the
that, but
back
you
line.
can't have your small forward defending at the last line of defense. That's not how it works.
That's how we defend. 16 men behind the ball.
Correct. You
And then-
can't,
and
you
then- and
can't be asking him
Vince,
to
can
do
you bring
that.
up Motlop's heat map? I'm curious to see what his heat map might be, if you've got it there.
With the thing, like with Motlop, he hasn't been played in the right position. Let's be serious, man. Like, I want to see him just play a full-on forward role. And the second thing is, like you said, he's got some age behind him. I want to see that maybe under a new coach. That's why he would get another deal. So I think he's got something. He hasn't got everything, but he's got something. I want to see it properly before. Like, seriously, they're trying to turn him into a Bolton or a
He's
who
not
else
quick.
is it that they play through the middle and goes for. He's not that player.
There you go. See that?
What is that?
That's
Shy
wrong.
Bolton.
What is that heat
Yeah,
map?
Try Bolton, yeah.
That
What
there,
is
that
that
there is the
heat map?
issue.
See,
The
like, that's
heat
why
map
I
is
don't
all over
blame him.
the heat map's all over the shop.
So I don't blame him for that.
Forward playing
That's
at full
horrific.
back.
Yeah, it's
That's really
it's
bad.
coaching. It's a directive. It's not his fault. I mean,
100%.
what he does up forward, it's kind of him. But like the rest, it's not his fault because I saw today when we got the ball off turnover, I think it was Harry Markton. There was no one up forward.
No one there. He
Because
should be on the
everyone's
bike
at
in the forward
D50.
line.
I'm like,
Correct.
and then
Correct.
my dad's like, oh, just kick it. I'm like, where?
Where's he going to kick it? It
gonna kick
happens
it?
every
Where?
game. Every
And
single
then sometimes
game.
they just do kick
Charlie
it.
Curnow was at centre half back.
It's disgusting.
You
But
know,
Hey Mars,
and-
Mars, can I get your view on Ashton Moyer? What did you think of his game tonight?
I mean, after you come off a career best game, usually the next week
Yeah.
you kind of plummet.
You could have
Yeah,
almost
I'm-
predicted
What is
that.
it, his fourth game? I didn't
I'm
expect anything from him
Yeah.
tonight. And
It wasn't
against
a
that
game that
out,
suited him.
I'm not gonna.
No.
I'm not gonna blame him for anything. It's
no,
not his
no, no,
fault.
no. But
Nah.
none of those young players
No.
take any blame on
Yeah,
that.
nah.
That's now
No.
the club's
No.
fault.
He
Any
started
mis-
all right.
Any mistake that they do, I don't blame them. Nothing.
They just
It's
got to get
just-
better from
no,
it. You learn from the
They
mistake.
just got to
you don't
learn,
do it
and that's it.
And
Because
you also expect him to have like a good game and a
Yeah.
bad game. He's still young, you know. That consistency's got to come. You know, it will come. You know.
That's right. That's
And
fair
when you
enough.
come up against a well-constructed back line like that, fucking good luck. Good luck.
do you
You
The
think
other
can't
he's
thing
put
about-
the ball in there.
do you
The other
think
thing
he's a
about Motlop, just quickly, right? That goal he kicked, right? The way he rode it and ran through the pack and then got it onto the boot. It shows that he's got something
That's
there.
what we want
We've
to do
seen
more.
him do it 3 or 4 times. We've seen it in. So, you know, like, I don't know, if he's coached a little bit better and he's left there, I do believe he can be a valuable asset up there. That's not saying we don't need another, like, I would love another exciting.
No, we're going to need
forward.
another small forward because
Yeah.
Williams plays all over the joint, right? And you got
Williams got our future, man.
Durden. I think he's cooked.
Yeah,
And nothing special.
You know, with
Sorry, what everyone I think's missing is, and I've raised this before, right? So our mid at the moment is Cripps, Chera, and Hewitt, right? Now, Williams has to go in there. Motlop has to go in there. And the reason why the Motlops have to go in there,
is
like,
quick.
no, Motlop's slow as shit. He's a 4th-year player, so he's got that
Hardened
bit
body.
more of a hardened body.
Yeah.
Because, and like what I've thrown to you guys, like, who else are you going to put in there if they're not going in there?
You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, whatever the bloody
But you
saying.
haven't got anyone.
I'd play Ollie Hollins.
Put Michael Voss in there. I don't give a shit, but don't put
But you lose run.
What did he lose run out of what when he's not giving us any run, bro? Man,
No,
we are struggling to kick goals. How many goals did we kick tonight?
No, I think he was saying to my Ollie Hollins that we lose run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if you put Ollie Hollins in there.
What run? You get the ball from the middle. We don't play.
We kicked
can't
9
play.
goals, 7, Rocco. 9-7, 61 was our final score.
We haven't kicked 10 goals in how long?
I think it's 6 weeks. Oh,
last week we did.
Last week we did. Last week
we did.
12-6 we kicked last week. But
oh yeah, we did.
The thing is, right? The thing is that you've got to win it from the source, right? Yeah. We've got no run out of the middle as it is. So we don't play a transition game of football. We don't rely on that. Even though we should rely on it because the way we defend with 17 behind the ball, so we always have to transition, but it doesn't work anyway. So what's the point? What's going to happen if we take him out of the back line? Nothing's going to happen. It might add something to the midfield. That's what I think. But I'm surprised he hasn't made that move yet, boss.
I know. Out of all moves, that's not the move he made. Out of all moves.
I would have put Will White in there because he's quick.
Yeah, no, but he can't kick.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but it's not about that. We play a contested brand, Aiden. So if you're going to go in the middle and you're going to cop.
Yeah, you have to be able to cop a hit.
But you know what, Morris? Even our contested, I agree with you fully, but even our contested balls aren't really, they're not really winning too much from the center anyway.
No, we're getting smashed.
I'm not saying, just because they're not winning it, you put in all these. No. But I'm saying, the people that are in there now.
No, what I'm saying is we don't have a rotating midfield.
No, of course. I mean,
you know who we need?
That and, Jaguar.
If we have the right amount of draft. Sorry, Zach. If we have the right amount of draft picks, I'd love to go and get him. There's no way we'd get him anyway. I've already said Zach Butters, but the other one is Finn Callahan.
Oh, I love him. Oh, he's fantastic.
You know what? He's the next Buddy Franklin, that bloke.
That bloke's
Have you seen the way he runs? He reminds me of Buddy Franklin.
Lovely kick, though. And can kick left and right if he wants. But he's a lovely left foot.
You know what confuses me? The thing that confuses me the most about today is we didn't see any run or carry in the first half. Nothing. We saw what we normally do, and then the second half, what do you see? Ollie Holland's they're utilizing Ollie left, right, and center. They're trying to find him. They're utilizing the run and carry, quick ball movement. Like, why do we do that when the game's gone? Like, what is it?
Because the
Is it
opposition
pressure?
allows it.
It's a good point you bring up. First quarter, Hawthorn scored 37 points to our 8. Second quarter, they scored 14 to our 13. Third quarter was even at 25 apiece. And the fourth quarter, they scored 9 and we scored 15.
At the end of the day, I said this at the start of the show. I mean, they won the game when it had to be won. You know, they won it when it was won.
And I said this at the start of the show too. It wasn't how many goals they scored. It was the type of goals they scored and how we conceded.
Exactly.
We conceded some horrific goals.
How many times does a ball just walk it out of a team, walk it out of our back line? They just walk it through hand. We just play walk.
Ambrosio was a fuck.
It's the worst football you'll ever watch.
I'd love to know the majority of goals they got off our turnover. Because I'm telling you now, could have been half their score. The amount of times we turned it over and it generated to a score was staggering.
Because they made us do it. They made us do it. We played into their hands perfectly.
They set the traps, we fall for it.
And Ambrosio is the type of player that when I talk about, like, with players that we need to bring into our side that don't need to be star players but fill a role. I'm not saying Ambrosio, but Hawthorn went and got a bloke that came into their system and made them a better team.
On cheap. He would have been on very cheap when he first came in.
That's someone pretty similar. Mackenzie. I don't mind him. Good kick.
McKenzie.
Be quick.
Yeah, did they take Luke? This is actually a good point. Did they rest him or did they just like...
I think they said tactical on the broadcast.
Yeah, they rested him. Yeah.
Tactical? So Sam Mitchell took the fucking piss.
No, but it was more so a rest for him.
Yeah, so he took the piss. So he meant the game. He basically said that the game's over.
Yeah, we did that too. We took Pito off.
Yeah, because we got it fucking wrong.
Hey,
that show?
You know when I saw him sub Pito out, I was like, he actually tried tonight.
Who, Pito?
Pito.
Against Meek, yeah, but he always does it every week.
Yeah,
Meek is incredible, man.
He should have TDK.
I have no idea why they're still playing him.
Me either. But
he's going, like, why are they playing him? I guarantee you now. I actually thought about this the other day. They probably said, "All right, we'll get you to 100 games, put your name on the locker, then you can piss off."
I hope not.
If that happens, I'm smashing my TV. They can't do that.
You know what? I've said this and people have laughed at me. And I've said, I reckon they're going to get him to 100 games. Not only for that, the father and son made him 20 years.
If they're thinking 15 billion years ahead, I'm
I don't know, man. I wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, Tom, you got brought up in a family. You got brought up in a family of 10 siblings. We predict that you're probably going to have 15,000 kids. Let's get you to 100 games. Yeah.
We might get 3 or 4 players. We might get a few women to play in the Carlton's AFLW also. So yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to play.
Hey, Mars, what odds do you get? Mars, what odds do you get at TAB or Sportsbet or wherever you want to bet if you predict the winning team and the correct margin?
You're looking at it's about depending on the margin and depending on their odds and what the line is. Why?
What'd you pick?
I actually predicted the exact margin tonight as well as the team.
So you would have got. I reckon you probably would have got about $10 or $11.
Okay, I thought it might have
because it was right on the line. They finished 24-point winners, wasn't it?
But you get 50 to 1 for a draw.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Well, all I'm saying is you get 50 to 1 for a draw when it's a close game, regardless of what the betting is.
You might have got.
but
regardless of what the betting is, you still get 50-1 for a draw.
but I bet you,
but
Hawthorn's won by 24 points more than they've drawn.
Commentators were saying Mitchell was
I
sending a
don't know.
message to Newcomb for not being up to standard.
Well, there you go.
If that's true,
Wow.
Well, there you go.
even better.
That's the mentality
Wow.
of their coach.
That's culture right there.
He
Yeah,
looked
but that's
pretty
Sam
pissed off.
Mitchell.
He looked pretty pissed off as well, Newcomb. When I looked at the big screen, he looked pissed off that he went off.
Well, clearly
So
he
it's
wasn't
not bad,
carrying
fair
out
enough.
instructions. Clearly
He wasn't,
maybe
carrying out.
he knew that.
It wasn't that bad, but he just mustn't have been carrying out the instructions that Mitchell wanted from him. And
Can I bet that
He was,
Newcomb
making
best on
sense.
ground next? Can I bet that Newcomb will be best on ground next week?
Yeah,
He'll
100%.
come back firing, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Hawthorn will play finals.
I don't either.
And
I've seen a lot of people.
so, what
say
you
that.
think
I
they'll lose to
disagree.
Collingwood, lose to Adelaide,
Yeah.
lose to Brisbane,
Mhm.
and drop out?
Yeah.
I told Andy at the start of the year before the season started, right? And I said, when we were talking about Hawthorn, right? I just knew the addition of Barras and what's his name? Battle was going to change their style of play a little
It takes
bit.
a bit to get used to two big key cornerstone defenders coming in.
Where did you have Carlton, Morris, at the start of the year? Honestly, don't you lie to me, because I actually know where you had him.
He had him first.
No,
not first.
where did you have him?
I had us in the top.
Top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't give me the ones that you get right, and then the ones that you got wrong, you don't tell anyone, right? Because I'd say you might have picked Hawthorn, but you actually got Carlton wrong. So
I think they'll fit in there comfortably, Morris. The Hawks.
I think Hawthorn 2024 was Carlton 2023.
Nah. You got it wrong.
I feel like they have a better system, better coaching.
No, can't agree with that.
No, but this year,
yeah,
this year is our 2024 for them. They're not as good.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
They're not as good as we think.
Yeah, because if they were really they haven't really blown teams away, and even like
they've been missing Mitch Lewis and your Cal Shadirs and your Will Days. They came back today and were fantastic.
How much of a difference did Will Day make to them tonight? Huge.
Even Mitch Lewis was incredible at ground level, I thought. Today.
And Mitch Lewis was another great addition. They've still got Marbiol Chol as a backup as well.
Took Mark of the Year over the Bailey stepladder that was Sam Doherty. That's embarrassing. I hate that shit on the goal line when we don't punch it through. I hate that shit.
And if anyone was thinking that Cal Shadir might miss out on being in that team because Chol's going to be brought back and whatever, mate, he just disproved them tonight. How good was that kid?
And they're not a team that relies on too many tools, Hawthorn, because their smalls are fantastic.
No. They'll make the finals. They're 3 games clear.
Yeah, but
like they've already got 13 wins. They've already got 13 wins and they've got 4 games to go. One of them's against Melbourne. So they'll get 14 wins. They'll make it. I'm sorry.
It depends on what other teams do as well around them.
And they're going to beat Collingwood.
Even if, by the way, against, I think they play Adelaide in Adelaide, Collingwood at the MCG, which they always do well against Collingwood, especially at the MCG.
They'll pick up wins.
I reckon they'll pick up a win there along the way and they'll get 15 wins.
Mate, Sam Mitchell's too smart. He's too smart.
And then Brisbane, you know.
I wonder when they get Weddle back. Because
they'll at least beat Melbourne. They'll at least beat Melbourne and get 14 wins. Now, 14 wins surely gets you in, doesn't it?
Yeah, it should. But how good was their run-off back anyway without Weddle? It was incredible. The way they were rebounding and kicking through the corridor, but they had no Weddle.
But as Morris said, the change of those key backs has changed. But I think they're adapting. I think both players are adapting to the style, and all the players are adapting to those players that have come in as well. So
because it's a system that
and
holds up.
they're fourth. Let's just
Yeah.
put it out there. They're just fourth quietly.
And I'm not saying that they're not a good side. I'm just saying that the way they took the AFL world by storm last year is what we did in 2023.
Yeah, but
and our 2024 season wasn't that bad if you look
Yeah,
at it,
what,
right?
Ted, what are you talking about?
No, what I'm saying is the argument, forget about the results and all of that. Carlton made finals
Yeah.
last year, right? Hawthorn can make finals this year and go out in straight sets in the elimination.
But Morris, man, you can't tell me that was a good year by Carl. It was disgraceful.
No. I'm not saying it was a good year. What I'm saying on paper,
We fell off a cliff second half of the year.
No,
we fell off a
We're 2
cliff.
games ahead of second.
It was
what I'm saying on paper.
Yeah, and then we only beat North Melbourne and West Coast for the rest of the season. That was it. We lost everything else.
What I'm saying, boys, is on paper we were top 8. We were a top 8 side, right? Forget about results and that. Hawthorn might be the same this year.
Yeah, but the thing that I can say about that is that we were a game and a half in second, and we completely shut the bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, Morris, can I give you a fact? Can I give you a fact to consider before the game started tonight?
Yeah.
We were all excited about Hawthorn last year and how they fucking, rose up the ladder. And do you know that at this round last year they were still 11th on the ladder?
And we were top
This
4.
year they're 6th. This year they started today's game 6th.
Round 20 last year, we were
Are you
fourth.
trying to tell me that their season's worse this year than last year? They made a
Fucking
run
hell.
last year.
We were fourth in round 20, and we barely made it through. That is shocking.
This is why I kept saying last year as well.
But
I
at
know
the
that
start of
there's
round
injuries,
20,
but you've got to be
Hawthorn
able
was
to.
still 11th. All I'm saying is at the start of round 20 last year, this same round, they were 11th on the ladder. This year, they started 6th on the ladder, and right now they're 4th. I don't agree that they're not having a good year.
I'm not saying they're not.
And now that they've got Will Day back, it makes all the difference to them.
What did you guys think about Harry? As just individually, I know we spoke about Harry and Charlie as a duo. What do you think about him coming back in?
Yeah,
Harry looked sore, especially when he got that fucking bit of friendly fire from Charlie Curnow and got him right in the ribs or whatever it was. He looked like, no, what the hell am I doing out here?
I didn't feel like he was leading up with purpose. It felt
he was poor. He was
some of his kicks come out inside B50 was disgusting.
Yeah, you're absolutely 100% right.
But why is he getting it in the
That late goal was the best thing he did all night, wasn't it? When he let out, took the mark, went back and slotted it through, and that was the goal that got us back to 24 points margin at the end of the game. So,
but why is he getting it in the
D50?
I think he was in the ruck.
Yeah, but why is he in the ruck when you got TDK there?
Coaching.
And TDK was on the ground when I saw him in the ruck too. It was only like one.
But you know when by the way, Mars, you know when Mackay got the friendly fire from Curnow?
Yeah.
That was because both of them were going up for the same ball.
Same ball. Yeah, I know.
Why are they doing that?
That sentence
that
there.
way. They were like that.
That sentence
They're
there, going
each
up for
other's
the
way
same
again.
ball, has been said for about
They're
3
getting
years
each
now.
other's
It's
way.
insane.
You know what I figured out today? Like, I was looking at the TV, and we have the same amount of games played as Hawthorn. I think Hawthorn, they've got more games experience than us by 2, and I think we've got the same age bracket of 26. They're not really that young than what people think.
They're actually fourth. I just saw someone right. They're the 4th oldest club. I just saw someone right.
They're not that young. Like, people say, oh, they're young.
No.
Look, they're not.
No, they're not.
Nah, they're not the
It's the young
maybe.
players.
That's because of the players they've brought in. It's because of the players they've brought into the team from other clubs.
Plus Gunston and
the Barasses.
Yeah.
the Barasses and all
Then you've
that.
got Gunston and that, who's like 50 years old and
Gunston.
still better than any of our forwards.
Speaking of, he was incredible today, by the way.
When isn't he?
The chest marks he was taking in.
Always.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
When he was leading and the bullet
I'm
passes to
telling
his chest.
I said this at the start, man, and you've got to like think about this. At the start of the game, we had $5 million worth of players in our forward line. $5 million. And we could only manage, 2 goals by halftime? How many goals did we kick by halftime?
Nah, 3.
3 goals. We have 5 million. I sound like Eddie Murphy in Trading Places. $5 million. Read my lips. $5 million.
How much $5 million players did Hawthorn have? None.
I reckon
Not
you could
combined
put
that
half
much.
this side and it's not $5 million.
No.
You know what else pissed me off tonight? I don't know if you guys
Tell me,
mentioned it,
Aiden. Tell me what pissed you off tonight.
but when Ollie Hollands was getting like belted on the floor, I see
No one.
Cripps.
No one went up.
He didn't do anything. I'm like, brother, you're the fucking captain.
Yeah.
Get into
Yeah.
him and help
Yeah.
him out. He's 20 years of age getting mauled.
I
What are
said
you
it
doing,
again.
man?
I said
Was
it
that the
again.
Sicily one?
They do it every week.
Was that
And
Sicily?
even, and even Doc as well.
Yeah.
I think someone mentioned it before. He got I think bumped. Jump on
3
someone's
No,
jump on
there's
someone's head.
there's only one player that came in for him. So Doherty got targeted by 3 players, right? Hawthorn
In the
played
forward
at the
pocket,
same
right?
time. Yeah. The only player that went in was the little midget, right? Corey Durden. Commend him for it. Well
Yes,
done.
you're
Other
right
than
too.
that, no one went in.
Yep.
No
It's
one.
nothing.
But again, are you
It was
surprised?
his-
We spoke about this
No,
last
no.
week and the week before.
It
I'm
was his
surprised.
retirement game, his last ever game.
No
He's
one.
getting nudged. I'd expect half the fucking team to go, even the bench to go after him. I don't
Bro,
care.
honestly, I was expecting. I was like, am I seeing this correctly?
But when I saw Cripps not remonstrate, I'm like, there you go. It sums up the whole club. They're not connected.
He loves him. My ass.
Yeah,
and
bananas.
that's what I get at, right? Like, you can't blame Voss on that, right? And
Yes, you
That's-
can. Yes,
No,
you
you
can.
can't.
Aren't you? Yeah.
Yes, you fucking can, Morris. Because the coach should get him in, show them the bloody vision, and say, that is fucking pathetic. You
but
bastards.
Vin-
Why don't you fly
Vin-
the flag?
Exactly.
I bet you
It's
would have done
happened for
that
a
when he
while,
played
though.
for Brisbane. I bet you Voss flew the flag when he played for Brisbane,
Should
when
I
one
show
of his
you the-
mates got roughed up by the opposition.
You should
Don't
have
make
seen when he went
excuses
in
for it.
fucking burned.
A top coach would bring in those players and say, that is fucking pathetic. You dickheads ought to be fucking ashamed of yourselves.
All right, I'm
Doc's
gonna
playing
throw
his
something.
last game. He's getting roughed up by the opposition, and not one of you fucking go up and fucking defend him, except for Durden.
I'm gonna
What's the
throw
matter
this
with you
back at
fucking idiots?
I'm going to throw this back.
Am I crashing out? Hell yeah, I'm crashing out. But I'm locked in.
But I'm like, dude.
I'm going to throw this back at you. If you're playing in that side and you need someone to tell you to go stick up for your teammate, anyone that's played
It's a good
football,
point as well.
anyone that's played football, junior football or whatever, you grew up that you back your teammates, you protect them, you do this. And that's what I'm driving at. You don't want to protect them. You don't want to do this into the side, this and that. I don't want you at my club. I don't need
But
what I'm saying.
Morris, against North Melbourne, we saw TDK get thrown into a fence. No one fucking defended him. We saw
Cripps was right
Cripps
there.
do
He
a
did nothing.
hospital hand pass to George Hewitt. George Hewitt gets crunched by a North Melbourne player. No one remonstrates. Week after week after week. Now, if Voss is getting into them about that, I guarantee it'll be different. He doesn't. Clearly, he doesn't get into them about that.
No.
Because if he did, they would fucking go in the very next week and make sure that they don't skimp out like they have every single week since I can remember they've skimped out. This side is as soft as fucking marshmallows. because of the woke bullshit that goes on around the club. They've all been feminized. They're a bunch of fucking pansies. Not one of them has got any fucking masculinity about them. They're all a bunch of introverts, and they're fucking useless out there.
Vince,
Don't make
I've told you this before. I've told you this before. I've said this before. It's happened all year. Chera, Durham.
Exactly.
It's all year. All year it's happened.
It all started with Hollins in round one.
Round one. He got absolutely split in half on the wing, and no one went in.
I mean, you see
Not
little.
even pat him on the back. Fucking bloke was split in half.
You see little nudges here and there, but you don't. When was the last time you actually saw someone go and knock someone out? Like grab their fucking jump.
Even when Frankie Evans got hit last week, what did
they
do?
That
they hardly fucking touched Stephen, mate.
You know,
mate, I got kicked out for that. I took a hit.
Mars actually got kicked out for standing up for him.
Yeah, when I saw that, when I saw May do that, I'm like, all right, I'm expecting blood.
All in.
Nothing. An all-in brawl.
But listen, whether that was a fair hit or not, you can argue the point. But it doesn't matter. Whether it was fair, they should have gone in and fucking defended him. The guy's just had his fucking tooth come out, half his face has been ripped off, and no one flies the flag.
Bro, the bloke looked like a fucking goonie after he got hit.
They are a bunch of fucking marshmallows, that side. They are fucking soft. They are the softest club and the softest side I've seen going around for all my life. I have never seen a softer fucking bunch of players.
And the other thing is, sorry, now I forgot. No, and that's what I was going to say. You're absolutely right, Vince, right? Because you say, but it's not up to the coach. It fucking over it's up to the coach because he sets the standards. He sets the standards out there, right? Yeah. And if they are weak as piss, he should be setting the standards and say, this is not acceptable, guys. And I'll give you an example. Ange came on once, and it wasn't about fighting, but it was when laughing after the game when you lost. Yep. He got him in there, and I forget the coach who told him. They showed the vision on the Monday, and they said, "Don't you ever dare laugh after a loss on the ground." And Ange said he never laughed after a loss on the ground again. So it is set by the coach, man. The coach should have got there and said he should have done it last week. He should have got him at half time or three-quarter time in the huddle and said, what is wrong with you guys? At least we know their favourite. Yeah, exactly.
Great comment by Peter V. Good to see you, Peter V.
You know what? If that happened, if what we saw from Francis last week getting absolutely killed, because that's what happened, he got killed. I guarantee you now, if that was in the 90s or 80s, May would have got him fucking killed.
He would have made David Reece Jones. He would have escorted him off the ground.
Yeah, but Aiden.
Reece Jones would have rearranged his head.
Aiden, but in fairness
mate,
as well.
Reece Jones in the 80s, it would have been Earl Spalding or someone like that in the 90s. Mate, but they all would have gone in. They all would have, because Stephen Kernahan was a leader.
What? Even forget about that.
Sure.
Forget about the 80s and 90s. Every other team stands up for their players. I've said this before, and I'll stand by it, right? They do not like each other.
They don't.
They are not. They play, but they do not love each other like a footy team. And
Thank you.
Shows up every week. And this is why they don't stand up for each other. They don't like each other. And that's why they want to leave. And that's why they don't fight for each other, because they do not like each other.
And do you think McRae instills into the Collingwood footballers that, Maynard, you've got to be the aggressor and you've got to fight, or
he doesn't have to.
It's instinct. So Vince, he doesn't have to. So why are you putting it on?
Yeah, but if he saw it, if he saw behaviour in the Collingwood players, the same as what you see in the Carlton players, he'd be ripping through them in a heartbeat.
Speaking of Collingwood, though, the last time we showed fight. Sorry, the last time we showed fight in a game that I can remember it was an actual fight was the first game in Collingwood this year. I think it was Walsh or Cripps or something like that. Yeah, and even that it seemed fake, though.
No,
Taylor
but
Adams
fake.
and Cripps,
All
they can't
fake.
like
Yeah.
that at each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
but
It's all fake.
I was overseas for that game, and I remember watching it in the bar.
What?
And that was the game that Houston.
Where were you?
In the bath, he said. Good view.
Oh, were you in the bar?
No, in a bar.
In a
So
bar.
he's in a bar.
I was in the bar holding my bar.
Obviously Thailand or something like that.
Lady boy bar.
That was the game that Houston knocked out Fogarty, and no one went to him.
Yeah.
Again,
It's
yeah.
been there for a while.
So it's been there for a while, and you can't
Yeah.
instill that into your team. And I know you say that Maynard and that, of course, they've got it in them, right? But I'm telling you, as a leader, man, that he should be standing up and going, man, this is not acceptable, man.
But no,
You
but
guys-
Yeah,
I
but like,
get that.
look at who our captain is, and tell me he isn't a nice. Like, he's so fucking. I love him, but he's too nice. Look at what he
polite.
said. Yeah, but look at what he said about the May incident.
Yeah, it was a footy incident.
That fucking pissed me off. I'm like, bro, he fucking knocked out your own teammate. He's like, oh no, what else
But you
is he meant
can't.
to do?
But you can't say.
Yeah, but I don't care. It's his own teammate. Just say, oh no, like he should have like done something. Like he should have like done something else. Like don't
Mate.
stick up with him.
He barely put his fingers on Stephen May when he
Oh, you
pretended to
fucking
push him
he-
away.
How
Yeah,
come
look
he-
at-
him.
No, he hugged him away. It's okay, mate.
Yeah, I
it's okay. Like,
Yeah, I know.
fucking
Hey, you know another thing? He actually didn't he after the game say that, oh no, it was like a football act.
Yeah,
you know,
he
like,
did. Footballing
Oh, for fuck's
incident.
sake, man.
I would have said, mate, I'm not answering that question, but I'm just telling you right now, he's a dog. That's what I would have said on camera. Mate, don't you stand up for your players? You should be
It's
standing
pathetic.
up for them and not saying that.
It's fucking pathetic, bro. TDK got absolutely mauled by Sherry,
Nothing happened.
and Cripps looked at him and laughed.
But,
Like,
but
what the
even
fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, but like, look at
here
the
we
place that we
go.
have. They want to be
Here is-
too nice. We can't be
Yeah, mate.
rude.
We
We
know.
want to
We
be
all know that.
loving. That's why you've got. That's why we've got some of the nicest and most respected players in the game. Meanwhile, you got Maynard, who's the most hated fucking cunt in the game. Does he care? No, he doesn't give a fuck. And that's I hate him, but like I like him for that.
No, you.
If
you
he was
love to
playing for
hate him.
Carlton, you would love him. He'd be your
Oh,
favourite
yeah.
player.
Oh yeah,
I
because
guarantee you.
I know for a fact if anyone got like knocked over, he'd swing.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
he
want
swings you.
players
There's
like
nothing.
that.
He just doesn't anyway.
It's a thin air. I love
And
when
you
he
know-
sits up like that. He's always
Yeah.
doing that. He's always doing that.
Yeah,
He's
that's
peeing
right.
up.
That's right. He's like he's going out to war, mate. He's like one of those
But it
Vikings,
is.
mate.
But it
He's
is
ready
war.
to fucking
backs it up.
fight,
Yeah,
mate.
backs it up.
you're not there to make fucking friends. You're there to kill each other, man.
No, but we have got players that just come here for friends, remember?
no.
Oh my
Sure.
god.
Gerard,
What are
and
we,
he didn't
fucking-
come here to make friends.
With who?
The
Oh,
Italians.
Like,
We're a
friends.
fucking community, man. Community center.
Well, hey, by the way, Rocco, can I ask your opinion on a player tonight?
Yeah.
Because I thought he had an absolute, to quote your end of season live stage function, he had a howler.
I tell you a howler, yeah.
Adam-
Very
Adam
good,
Sard,
very good.
Yeah.
Adam
Oh.
Sard, mate.
Oh my god, that
Now,
guy.
what was your? I'm interested. You've been a big fan of his. I want your honest opinion on his game tonight and
He's
where
lost
he is in his career. What do you think?
I don't know if it's his injuries. He's lost his main weapon, which is his pace. So he just know it. And now he's defending. I thought a few years ago his defending got really good. He started like
He
really
improved it heavily.
Yeah, but now he's giving so much space. I mean, last week he got absolutely mauled, and he did it again this week. He's just giving too much space. He's not really.
You know what it is? It's the same principle that we used earlier. He's a player that it's hard to say, but you look at him. Okay, is he being used in the right position? Sorry, not in the right position, like in the right way. I'd say no. I'd say we're not using him to his fullest potential, or a player like him to his fullest
but
potential.
I'm worried that it's going to pass him real quick, and he could be like done within the next,
But
like.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, but when you've got
I'm
him
on his
like
side. Trump's not on his side, and he hasn't been playing well either. Like he actually hasn't been playing well.
Yeah, but when you've got him like half-assed jogging, like literally jogging when Hawthorn prior to Hawthorn kicking that goal, it's a disgrace. Like even fucking I'm pretty sure Lloyd Meek was running and Sar couldn't even get up to him. I'm like, what is it? Like, is he secretly injured, or like, is it because he's got injured that many times as he's afraid that if he uses his pace, he's afraid that he'll get pinged? Because
but he only got injured once.
Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah, he's been injured multiple times. That's what I'm saying. Like, could his injuries back then prevent him from him utilizing his actual skill sets?
Playing on his mind,
this just came to me. You know what I think it is? And laugh if you want or whatever. But the last 2 years, everyone thought, it was all right. Nick Newman was there to save his ass. He's not there this year.
It's the balance too, right? Of just the whole back line as a whole. Because I thought
he just doesn't look like a player that's prepared to back himself like he used to. He just has lost all confidence. He used to run and carry and bounce the ball right through the middle and break the lines. He just doesn't do that anymore. Not
what
even
about
his kicks
also?
when he go. When the last time you saw Adam Sard do a really big long wolf kick? I can't remember the last time.
That a few weeks ago he kicked that goal. Was it against
Essendon?
Yeah, Essendon, the first goal.
That's not a few weeks ago, but that's about it. I mean,
you're right. That was about the only one I can remember this whole season that he's done something.
The last thing he's running off, and half the time there's no one to kick to, and that's why he keeps turning back, and then he jumps on, and then he does a bit of a turn, and then he just kicks it over his head.
Did you see that vision tonight, Rocco? Did you see the vision tonight where he was meant to pick up his man and went back towards the goal square? Mate, he hardly jogged towards that ball. The Hawthorn player got in front of him, hand passed it to his mate, ran into an open goal.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
about. Could not believe it.
That's what Aiden said.
He looked like he just wasn't interested, not interested in making a contest out of it. He's got to go, mate. I'm sorry. I reckon the game's gone past him now.
Got another year, doesn't he? I think he's another year.
Yeah, I think he's got one more year.
The last time I actually saw him, I think, break a line was North Melbourne last year. I think that was the last time he actually proper ran.
Yeah, another year.
Yeah.
But do you feel like we don't give him the opportunity, or any
defensive efforts are sometimes just substandard. Jason Dunstall on Fox Footy absolutely crucified him at halftime for that pathetic effort to contest that ball. Absolutely went through him like a knife. And
when I saw that, I fucking started screaming.
Yeah.
Here's the next one.
Just
that could be
not
gone.
Interested in making a contest out of it.
Just remember that we're in no rush.
No rush.
But even
we're not in a rush.
So our Doherty's gone. Maybe Saab will be gone.
Even if they
goes like that,
play him in the twos. Play him in the twos.
Yeah,
I'd rather give games to Matty Carroll.
Now this is my thing. Matty Carroll today had 9 touches, right? Which is nowhere near. I know he's young, and I'm not blaming him whatsoever, but he had 9 touches today. That's nowhere near what you want for a halfback. I know our game style is not to move the ball from halfback, obviously, but you want some sort of run and carry. We saw the slightest little bit of space given to Carroll last week, and look what he did. Now, I'm not saying Sard is in the same position as Carroll, when it's like,
But you also had that. You also had 3 of the 23 that played tonight had over 20 touches.
That's the thing. That's the thing. So you want to get more touches into a Sard and a Carroll, ideally. But when you're playing Sard how he is, it's not giving him an excuse at all. But when you're playing it like he is, when you're playing Sard how he is, you're not going to get the best out of him anyway.
You know what? You put up a comment there saying that they push him to the boundary, and
I was reading that. Yeah,
it's so that's true. And we were talking before how the opposition just let us kick to the pocket, and then they know that we're going to
That's exactly what I was trying to say. Spot on.
Teams are playing with us. They're taking the piss. I think Carlton
These
is
are players who are underperforming in a shit game.
They're taking the piss out of us.
Look at Hawthorn today. They knew exactly where we were going to go. They literally knew that
every time.
Like they literally set up for us going to Charlie or Harry because they had a spare going in from the side to market. And whenever we just kicked it into the middle, they knew that it's like that they wanted us to go in certain areas, so they knew
they set it up. And then
do you see how easy we are to coach against?
So easy.
Sorry, Rocco.
And look at the way they set up their smalls around every contest. Half the time, they're not even trying to mark the ball, right? And every single time, man, they're just tapping it down to a smaller player.
There's a prime operator in that area.
I'm telling you, they're playing with us, these teams.
The way Nick Watson
is really embarrassing. And then to say that Voss is the right person, he gets out-coached nearly every week. When's the last time you could say that that was a great coaching performance?
Geelong.
Well, actually, if you take you're saying obviously it's not a good coaching performance week to week from him. I look at year to year and I say, all right, and we've said this on the channel too. You look at all these players, they're naturally evolving.
Yep.
That's what's really that's the improvement. That's where he's winning. You know what I mean, coach wise. That's the improvement there. I don't think we always say, has Voss improved any players? Every week always makes me just say no. Like he hasn't improved any players really outside of their natural talent, which is what we've said for a while.
If you really think about it, we've been fucking shit for 4 years. We have.
Except for a 12-month period between 23 and 24. We've been pathetic.
We've been shit and inconsistent for 4 years. Like that, it wasn't.
I say this all the time. We're inconsistent within a quarter. We're inconsistent within a game. We're inconsistent within a season. We're inconsistent within a block of seasons.
The reason I don't think Michael Voss is going to survive is when you look at the trajectory. When you look at where we peaked at the preliminary final of 2023, where we had a 5-goal lead. A really good side would never have given up a 5-goal lead in a prelim and got beaten. When was the last time you saw the other side lose with a 5-goal lead?
And that's the standards. That's the standards that we need to live by.
Look, since that game, the trajectory of the team and of pretty much almost every player has been going in the wrong direction. And that's why I don't think he's going to survive, because if you keep him on for that last year of his contract and we get even worse again, and if Morris is right and there's disharmony, and I think it was it Snapper who was saying that there's all sorts of players asking questions of the club and asking questions of Graham Wright and what are you going to do and what changes are you going to make and all that. I mean, that's clearly a sign of disharmony. So if you keep Voss on, who's gonna be left? There won't be anyone left.
The thing that I can say about that is,
never.
I was talking to Joey Adamo from the Almost Blues Brothers. He was saying to me that he wants Voss to stay, and he mentioned about his winning record. And I said, "Do you think that's?"
Don't do that.
He's
Look
like
at
his
the
winning
trajectory.
record.
The context of it.
I agree with that. I don't want Voss here as well, but he was saying that Voss's winning record over the last 20 years is better than majority of the coaches that we've had. And fair enough,
see the state of our list.
It's still a losing coaching performance.
I look at the state of our list and how they were set up back then. Now we've probably got our best set up list for the past 20 years.
Correct.
We've got enough draft picks that could win you fucking multiple flags. They've all got multiple fucking accolades. You've got 3 Coleman medalists or 3 Colemans in there. You got 2-time Brownlow medalists. You got
all Australians, left, right, and centre.
So you're telling
Gary
me
Ayres medalist.
Anyone could just have a positive coaching record. He should have a 50% or nearly 70% with that.
But the thing with that is,
no, I'm happy to hear it.
I reckon we had a better list under the Malthouse Radden era with the Jared Waits, Yaron.
I think you
Betts.
had talent-wise, as superstar-wise potential, no. But
We
as an
were more
overall
spread.
playing group, yes.
Yeah.
But if you put those stars in that team back then, you probably
Nah.
get to a flag.
There'd probably be like, who would you pick now to play
Mate,
back
we
then?
had Zach Fisher as nearly an I would say in all Australian form in 2023.
Bro,
Half
when
the
Voss
list
first
is
came in,
Australian
O'Brien was on the
form.
wing. O'Brien and fucking Nudes were our wingmen.
Yeah.
And they were doing all right.
Mm.
But that's because your stars are they're genuine superstars that can get you minimum, let's say 8-9 wins a year when all of them align.
And now it's got to a point where they're papering
You're
over.
telling
the
me
cracks.
he can't
That's it.
find extra wins out of this team. You're telling me he can't find anything. I'm telling you, give this coach this list to Chris Scott.
Yeah, we'd win 10 flags in the
You're
fucking row.
fucking taking the piss there. Come on, man.
But
They're
the
not.
thing
They're
is,
not.
What is this winning record? I don't get it. Like whatever
No,
it is,
it's not about a winning record.
Tell me something.
Yeah, but Rocco, they're taking into account.
Let me just say something. Right, this winning record, 54%. What is success? What is success?
Premiership.
Exactly. Winning
Yes.
finals, getting
Yeah.
deep in the finals, and winning flat. That's success. If you want to go with your 54% of home and away, barely making finals, mate, you can have that. What about someone like bloody Hinkley? He hasn't won a flag. They're getting rid of him after 10 years. I don't care what they don't think he's good enough to win a premiership with that bloke, right? So they're getting rid of him, We're the same. If you think that a 54% record is good enough, well then I don't know. I'm done then. I'm done.
And the thing is, apparently when he was at Brisbane, a lot of players were going to leave, more so apparently because of Voss. Now my fear is if they're going to keep him on, I don't think they will. But if they do, I have a big feeling that we will see players potentially exiting. Because they'll know if they keep him on, like regardless who they bring, they could bring fucking Jesus Christ in to help him out. It's still going to be his system. And
Do you really care if you lose players?
Spot on.
I mean,
spot on, Aiden. Well said. It's the game plan and whatever system he's got in place.
It's his.
You can just tell the players. The players are not buying it anymore. They're not buying in, mate.
It's incredible, though, right?
Yeah.
We recruited for a contestant style of game. And they're actually not delivering that successfully, which is incredible to me.
And I agree, but also you have to factor in what I've been saying and even what Rock's been saying. The players don't like each other.
No.
And them not liking each other has nothing to do with the coach.
It's got to be.
So why do you think they don't like each other?
It has to be, though, because the way that we play...
Why don't they like each other, do you reckon?
I believe events have taken place.
It's got to do with a lot of contracts, mate. That's what it's got to do.
No.
And selection and the lack of any selection integrity at that club.
Exactly, Vince.
Because there's a lot of players that have been shitty. That the same players that underperform week after week after week continue to get a game, and there are other guys in the fucking VFL that just can't seem to get a crack at it. That's why there's a lot of disharmony as well.
Why the hell? What did Akers do to get back into this team?
I'll never understand.
What did he do? That's the thing. I have a feeling that the players hate each other is because of the way that we play is shit. The way that, as Vince said, and Rocco, selection integrity, it's weak as piss. If they drop someone, they're afraid that they're going to get their feelings hurt. If we had a Sam Mitchell or a Chris Scott with coaches who had balls and a decent enough game plan to get us somewhere, you'd see everyone happy, everyone loving each other. No. That's why the players, I think, to a point, don't really like the coach, the assistants, and each other. Because if you're seeing, if I'm a Will White or Jackson Binns, seeing Blake Acres getting in games every single week, seeing Jesse Motlop playing shit and still getting games, I'd fucking hate the place. and I'd want to leave. Even Curnow as well. If I'm Charlie Curnow, who's probably one of the best forwards in the competition on his day, getting service that is just piss poor, I'd want to leave as well. Like the way that we are structured on field, it's fucking deplorable. And I kept telling my dad today that it's not the plays, it's the way that we are structured and the way that we're coached around the ground. That's it. It's simple as that. And as Mar said, if we had a decent coach, would be like Alistair Clarkson said apparently that this list can win 2-3 flags.
Yeah, not
You
now.
can't tell me that this list is good enough to make a prelim. Like I disagree with anyone that says this list is good enough to just make a prelim and that's it. No way.
Especially when it's played the way it is and coached the way it is.
Like no way. Like I'm telling you now, if we get a tactical-minded coach who knows modern-day footy, I'm telling you now, next year we will be in a better position. Way better position.
I agree.
Let me read this before you have your gap. Let me read this. The players have never liked each other. They're all fraud. Mars, go to bed. You have work in the morning. So do you. I'll be at your house at 8:30.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck.
That's from your brother.
You rarely get 45 guys all liking each other. It's up to the coach to galvanize the group. And this is the point we're trying to make, is that the coach sets the standards. Even though you've got presidents, CEOs and all that, they got to set a standard too. But when the coach comes in, he comes in with a mantra and how he wants to.
What I'll add to that is the CEO and the president, they set the standard for the business model
as well.
For the business model of the club, but the coach actually sets the standard for the footy department, for the group and how they want to play and all that. Isn't Voss supposed to be a fucking leader above men? I haven't seen that in 2 years.
Well, that's what they referred to him as. Brian Cook referred to him as a leadership coach. Well, where is it?
My fucking ass.
Sorry, Rocco, go on.
Apparently, he's not a tactical coach. Apparently, they got him in there. One of the reasons was he was a leader of men. And yet now we're getting disharmony, players wanting to leave. And again, I'll state this, and I know, Morris, you said before, but, you get better and that. He's done this before. It happened. It's almost identical what's happening at Carlton
to Brisbane.
What happened in Brisbane.
And that's
started well. And then he fell away, and then the team fell away badly, and then players started wanting to leave, and then bada bing, bada boom. It's happening again, mate. Like, think about it.
But even I got mail before round one, during pre-season, right? That there was
not a chance. I'm accepting that. Too.
That there was
I'm telling you now, if we back him in, fucking be prepared for another shit year. That's all I'm saying. I don't care who comes in as an assistant coach, because we're gonna play the exact same, because it's gonna be his ideas, everything. If this time next year we are shit, well, I blame Graham Wright. That's it. And I blame everyone who backed that decision in. I don't think Graham Wright will keep him on. I think he'll get someone in. But if he's staying next year, we'll accept it. But it won't be happy.
Aiden, did you see that puff piece that they did on Priestley in the Herald Sun yesterday?
No, I don't want to.
There was this fucking bullshit puff piece about Priestley, the accidental president, and all this sort of crap. But there was a very significant hint in that article. And the hint is that Priestley is the sort of president that if Graham Wright comes along and suggests that they need to replace Michael Voss, he will not hesitate to make the hard decisions. Now, if that's not preparing everybody for what's to come, I don't know what is. And but it's time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah, that to me just was really subtle, but to me it was obvious.
No way.
Hints
no way, guys.
Bullshit. Did Hulk Hogan
No,
die?
what the fuck? What?
Straight after Ozzy Osbourne. Gee whiz. Who's next?
No way.
Well
Oh,
done,
shit,
Carlton.
These things coming through.
R.I.P. the Hulkster.
Oh, no.
Is that fair income, Andy? Is that
Did he
true?
actually die?
What the fuck?
Bro, that's
How old
fucking
was he?
eight.
That's sad,
How old
man.
was he?
71.
No, he actually did die, yeah. That's
I'll
fucked.
never forget Hulk Hogan when he hit the big time in Rocky 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was
Oh,
incredible.
well, I've seen that.
Has
No
anyone seen
way.
this?
I know that he got sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I showed that
we saw
before.
Has anyone seen this?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw it.
Yeah,
what a
that-
Yeah, we had a shot of it before. Akers having a good laugh after the game. Telling
So,
everyone,
Vince,
hey,
what
telling everyone
So-
that he can't play football anymore, but he's still got 2 years left on his contract to make a fortune out of us.
So, Vince, what you're saying is that Robert Priestley basically said that Voss is gone without basically saying that, without basically confirming it.
No,
He's
no, no.
basically
The
saying that-
article, John Ralph wrote the article, and he said that Priestley is the type of president. So this is John Ralph's words, not Priestley's words. But he said that Priestley is the type of president that should Graham Wright come to him with a recommendation that they replace the coach, that he will not hesitate to make that decision.
Good.
Because he's not shying away from making hard decisions, and that's the type of president he is, and rah 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 rah. So
We'll see.
And apparently, I heard something that Robert Priestley's just going to let everyone do their jobs. I think that's what I heard from someone. If that's the case, that's good. But again, we need to say first.
what they say publicly, mate, and what they do behind closed doors is often very different. It's all smoke and
I
mirrors
was
at this
going to
club.
say.
And I've got to tell you,
we'll see.
the Carlton PR department in the last week and a bit, or say the last week,
Overdrive.
especially since the Melbourne game, has been in
Overdrive.
absolute overdrive. You're right, Mars.
Overdrive.
And you know what they're doing right now? They're hoodwinking the members as usual,
Smoke screening.
and they're selling hope. They're trying their very, very best to sell hope. And that's why they're concentrating on the young players at the moment. They're promoting everything about Carroll and about,
Well,
Ashton Moyer and all of these young players. They've already tried to say, don't look over here where we've failed. You're expecting to make top 4 this year. You're expecting to make finals, maybe even a grand final. We've failed miserably, but don't look there. Look over here. Look at our future. Look at our future.
So-
Look at all these young players that are starting to come good. So they're trying to get the Carlton member and the Carlton fan to focus on, yet again, something that gives them hope, which is these young boys. But they will not address the fact that they've failed miserably as a club this year. They won't talk about that.
I don't know if you guys got this PR message from the club, but I got a message saying, thanks for supporting our Carlton Respects game. Complete a survey and you get a team-signed Guernsey.
Got the same
No,
one.
you gain the chance to win one.
Chance to win.
Yeah,
Got the same one.
I've got a question for you, Rocco, on this week's Jumper Punch, but I'll save it for them.
All right.
It includes
No.
goalposts, or it involves goalposts.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be
Make
Make
ready
them
for it.
bigger. Make them bigger only for
Oh, don't worry. Now that we've got a new president and a new CEO, Mars, guess what we're going to have next? A brand new 5-year plan.
Oh.
Yeah,
It'll
but
only
Vince,
be about the 17th 5-year plan in the last 24 years.
but Vince, I'm going to ask you something, right?
Oh, my God.
If
Go on, Morris.
the first appointment I want is Jimmy Bartel as head of football. All right? Get rid of the coach, bring in assistants, shake up the
You mean to
playing
take
group.
over from Brad Lloyd? Or are you talking about on the board?
No, to take over from Brad Lloyd. All right?
Okay.
Get rid of Voss, shake up the assistants, shake up the players. All right?
Oh.
And then when they come with a 5-year plan, I'll believe them.
Yeah.
Because I believe that is the
Fuck
only
this
way for us.
5-year plan up your ass. I don't want to hear a 5-year plan
But
ever again. I don't want to hear it. If they say 5-year plan, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to hear that. I just do what you got to do and get ready for next year. Which is, you know what a 5-year plan is? It's just a way for them to give themselves a bit more time.
Enough time, yeah, correct.
Buying
That's
time.
all it is.
Does Geelong have a 5-year plan?
Yeah, they've got
club
a 20-year plan to win premierships whenever
Yeah,
they want. That's
what
their
do
20
plan.
flags.
We have 5-year plans of business models and LGBT shit and other
Look,
shit like that.
Look, I work in the corporate world. I work for probably Australia's biggest company. Okay.
Do you now, Morris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Paul hit the nail on the head.
Talk about dropping.
Fuck, name drop of this bloke.
Name
Can't
dropping.
think what it is now.
Go, continue.
Paul,
Australia's biggest company. Wow.
Paul dropped the hit the nail on the head when I was
Hit the
on
word
the
on
show.
the nail in this channel. Please.
Yeah. The word on the nail. Yeah. With the 5-year plans, okay. Every plan that we've had, whoever's established them haven't been there to execute them and see them through.
It's true.
So basically, it's like, and I'll give you a business synopsis, right? You've got the jumper punch, all right, branding. So you've got a plan that in a year's time you want to grow, and then in 2 years you want to get to this point, right? But come in 12 months, the both of you aren't there anymore. So that plan's out the window.
And that's true. And even their 5-year plan they gave, and then they only gave Boss a 3-year contract. They gave Cook 3 years, and they had a 5-year plan. So how does that even work? So,
but it's also whoever's on the board. They're not seeing that plan.
Should be no plan. You know what the plan should be?
To win the
Right?
premiership
It's
every
my
year like
plan.
it used to be.
Change a few of the officials there, change the coach, get some assistants, change the players, and win the flag next year. That's my plan. That's it. I'm telling you, why can't you strive to win the flag next year?
Like John Elliott's plan.
Why not?
Remember.
Why not?
But yeah, remember his plan. You're going to win the premiership this year. If you don't,
That's
it's a failure.
What are we doing
Exactly,
here?
man.
Rocco. You know the one person that comes to mind that will back you up 100% on what you just said? Lee Matthews. Because I've heard Lee Matthews say at the start of every season, everyone starts on a level field. And any team can all of a sudden make the 8. And if your objective every year is not to play finals, there's something wrong with you. Doesn't matter who you are, what team you are, how inexperienced you are, whether you brought in a whole heap of kids or whatever, it doesn't matter. You should be aiming to, as a minimum, make finals. And once you make finals, then you reset the next goal to win the premiership. Once you've qualified for finals.
I also agree that and I also agree that when you're talking about Lee Matthews and you're talking about me, it's the same. I agree.
But you know,
but when you think about it, you look at how many clubs. You look at how many clubs in the last, say, 10 years that have won a premiership, and the year before they didn't even make the finals. Richmond in 2017.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Melbourne in 2021.
See,
did not make the final. Did not even make the finals in 2020.
I'm just reading some of Andy's messages. He's on fire at the moment. He must be in bed just like typing away. Andy's on fire at the moment in the chat.
Well,
anyway,
I reckon it all comes to a head right here because we're coming up on 3 hours here, and it's 2:10 in the morning. Some of us have got work.
I agree, man. I'm tired now.
Everyone's tired.
Hang on, Mars. We've got to finish off on a high, mate. What's that bloody end of year function you got on?
Mate,
What's all that about again?
People don't let it breathe. You're like Rocco. You gotta let it breathe. You gotta let it breathe. Let me get to
I'm
it.
only
Let me
messing.
get to
I'm
the
only
point.
stirring you
No,
up,
no,
buddy. I'm only stirring you up.
no. Well said.
I knew you were
thank
going to play it.
Thank you for everyone that joined the chat tonight, everyone that was in the live chat, everyone that's going to be viewing this tomorrow and the day after and the day after that and having a go at us or not going at having a go at us. We love yous all. We do have a couple of shows coming up. We've got, what have we got tomorrow? Because what's today? Today is Thursday.
We've got a long weekend, mate. We've got a long weekend now. With
nothing until Sunday. So you can get your Vincennes fix on a blue Sunday at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. Then you can go.
Think of a big Kano.
Actually, no, there will be a review. I'm going to put a review up. Hopefully tomorrow. I might get one done in the morning before bed. When I get out of bed. And then we've got TJP, and then we've got Forever Rivals, and then we've got the preview again and the review, and it all goes down and again. But the end of the year, massive show we've got. TJP stage show live for whatever you bloody hell want to call it. I don't even know what we called it anymore, but it's a live show.
TJP 4.
TJP 4. There it is. And I'm just going to play the promo
live
for you.
show.
It's going to introduce who we've got at the live show, and we've got the Monday Blues as well. Morris, you coming too? You coming?
Yeah, I'll come. Yeah.
You coming? See,
No, I'll be waiting.
Hey, Mars, you forgot something.
Wait up. No, I haven't. I've got it ready. Don't worry. He doesn't believe in me. He doesn't believe in my hosting skills that I don't have. But anyway, just to shut things up, here you go. So if you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get your tickets. I'm sure that it's in the description below, the link. There won't be one on the live chat right now, but yeah, definitely in the link. Thank you for Bo for creating that for us as well.
Yeah, fantastic, Bo.
Thank you. It's helped me out a lot.
It's been great.
Took a load off me.
By the way, have you finished, Mars? Because that's not what I was talking about. Have you finished?
No, we haven't finished. I just want to say that since we've tickets were selling well, and since the Favola, I just had a look, and they are starting to fly out since the Favola news came out. And
big draw card, you know.
It's a big draw card, and I'm telling you now, there's only a limited amount of space, and if it gets over that space, I've spoken to the owner of Howlers today, and he said we've got to work something out if we get over those tickets. So get onto them real quick, because I don't see how many, mate. You got Brad Pearce, which you rarely see, right? You got Heath Scotland, who you rarely see, and he's a storyteller. And then Brendan Favola, and there's autograph signing picture opportunities, man. Get your tickets. I'm telling you, this is going to be big. All these guys that you see on here will be there. So.
And Rocco, now, can you confirm that the rumor has it that Fev is going to be going around after he gets pissed with the microphone and starting to interview everyone around the room? Is that right?
Doing it, and there might be
like
I don't want to say,
the Brownlow.
If he accidentally runs into Chris Judd, I don't know.
Rumor also has it that since the announcement that Fev's one of the special guests, Lara Bingle has decided to buy a ticket. Is that right?
God, yeah, no.
No.
The other thing I was going to mention is don't forget the very last interstate game where we get together at the
thank you very much. Yeah,
at the Sporting Globe to the Fremantle game.
Sporting Globe, yes, Northland. Make sure you get down there. Make sure you have you put the thing in there. Have we set it up?
I'm pretty sure it's in there, man.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure that.
Yeah.
Anyway, if it's not in there,
But
we'll
that'll
be
be
in
the
there.
last
The
chance to
link
get
will be there.
together before an interstate game this year.
Yes, that one will cost you nothing. So you can come, bring yourself down.
It's good.
Cost nothing. Show your face one last time as a
Buy a beer.
TJP
Buy a beer.
family before the live show.
Not
If
food
you don't
and
want
drink
to pay
over
any
there.
money and come
Buy a
down
beer.
and see Fev. But yeah,
Buy another beer. Shout Rocco and Mars a shotty.
I don't drink.
And
I do. You can give me two then.
And the TJP show, the 30th of August. Did you
Yeah.
tell them about the recovery party at your house, Mars?
Oh fuck, we're all coming to mine. There's always a recovery, 24-hour recovery.
The night before we've got Remix Mania, remember?
Remix Mania. I'm sure we'll be busting out the Hulk Hogan theme song.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
really fun. Hey, we're the only show you can say that we broke the news that Hulk Hogan passed away on this show.
R.I.P.
True. All right, boys.
All right.
We've just hit 3 hours, Mars.
That's
What did Andy just comment? Wait, bring up Andy's comment.
Where is it?
Oh no.
I'm definitely coming.
It's time to go!
On that note.